Oh. Ole, ole. Ole. United Ole. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What was I gonna do? What you gonna do when Mikey comes for you? Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Blood clot. Ole, ole. Ole, ole. Fucking man. Might go down there tomorrow and check it out. See what I could do. I gotta get something on here. Let me see. I should actually go on the website. All right. Let's see. Okay, here it is right here. All right. Yeah, I thought so. That place is a fucking joke. I don't really like this damn place. We strive to compete, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. Actually, how it works. Is it CUSTON? So they do have the bigger ones. Hey, bro, how you doing? What's going on? What you want, nuisance? Grace us with your presence. Oh, God. She says the same thing when she comes in and talking about, look who decided to grace us with. Your friend told me come on, which is my friend before she was your friend. I decided not to cook because everybody went. My sister went to the movies with her bestie. My nephew went to his girlfriend's and his friend's house. They all had dinner elsewhere. I was gonna make fish and fries, but they said they were all going to dinner, so I didn't feel like cooking. So I went to go get a three-piece fried chicken dinner at the place that I go to. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm not cooking. I already cleaned all my damn dishes. I got takeout tonight." It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't that bad. I'm doing good, bro. You're good? I'm glad to hear. I'm all right. All's good. Yeah, I didn't have to mess up nothing. I just ate the food right out of the box that they give you, and that's it. All done. All I had was trash to put away. That's it. So I didn't really want to get takeout, but I felt like eating fried chicken tonight. Might as well. Yeah, it was all right. I could have made it better, but it was okay. Fuck's sake. Mm-mm. You need to figure out your dinner. You haven't had dinner yet. It's only eight. It's 8:23 here, so you're like 2 hours behind me. Poor baby. Oh, poor baby. You'll be all right. It's a long way from your heart. Think positive. Ask spirit to have sympathy on you, even though they shouldn't. But just ask them to have some type of sympathy on you. I wonder why they don't have this as that. Well, I guess that's all they did, I guess. Fucking bullshit. All Well, you should go get your ass checked out then. What you gonna do? Wait for it gets worse? Go to the doctor tomorrow. He's just gonna tell you the same thing. Ain't nothing wrong with your ass. Get off your damn ass and do something. That's what you gotta do. Should go outside and sit outside in a chair. Breathe in fresh air. You know? Let the sun hit you. Get some vitamin D because you ain't getting no D no other way. So you might as well get vitamin D. Go out there and sit in the sun. Let yourself just marinate in life and in fresh air. Yeah, see? There you go. About time you do something. Get yourself better. You can heal yourself. You just got to do things. Don't be inside feeling sorry for your ass. Go outside in nature and breathe fresh air and take in the sun and the air. Don't be home all day, soaking and mooning and shit. Take your dog for a walk. Do something. Get with the program, woman. Like this, like that. Hey Lisa, how you been? Oh mercy. Doing cartwheels today? That's good. It's good exercise. Do your cartwheels, Lisa. That's your shit. My friend, every time I see those cartwheels, I start laughing. It's one of my best friends. When my team wins, like scores like 5 goals, he'll text me or call me or voice note me and say, "Hey Mark, you doing cartwheels down there? I know I saw your boys won 5-0." He'll always say that shit. But you doing cartwheels down there? Fucking makes me laugh when he says that shit. I'll call him and tell him the same thing, but none of all our teams suck this year, so we haven't really said it. I'm trying to find a pair of sunshades that I can turn into actual, you know, glasses. Like I want to know if they can make that lens on a pair of shades into like a reading glasses, so I can read things with it. That's what I want. But I'm not sure if they actually do that. So tomorrow I might take a pair of shades down to this place and see if they can do it. Or what options do they have? Because I need to find out if they can do that. I'm sure they can. But I would like to actually do it online with what I already have and then just put the things in it. But I have to keep looking. I gotta keep looking online and see if they can do it. Hey T Rose, how you doing? Mwah. See, I gotta keep looking online, see if I can find it. See what happens. It says, yes, you can put prescription eyeglass lenses into most sunglass frames. A process often called reglazing. Most optical shops can replace standard sunglass lenses with prescription tinted polarized or transition lenses provided the frames are sturdy and not too tightly wrapped. Okay. Well, that's good. I actually might just do that then. How to turn any glasses frames into prescription glasses. That's what I need to get. I'm gonna go down that place tomorrow and see if I can get it. I knew you were gonna be jealous when women start blowing kisses at me. I knew you was like that. I know you get caught up in your feelings. I know you want me back to yourself, but or to yourself, but it ain't gonna happen. You had a blackout, Silver? Oh shit, bro. You're good, sunburnt, but good. So you look like a lobster. Back to child. How was your gathering with your family? Hey Victoria, how you doing? Yo yo. No, it is jealous. It's okay. Don't be jealous. That's why these things happen to you. Okay, stop being jealous and envious that you don't get no kisses at all. Victoria, she's jealous that some of these women blow me kisses and give me kisses, and I blow kisses back to them. Can you believe that? It's very common there, bro. Oh, that sucks, man. You're good and you're pissed. Oh shit. Yeah, I never deserve anything. It's not easy, bro. I gotta deal with all these damn women in here. Thank God you're in here. It was good. Oh, you're still there chilling. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, Fran, Miss Glopita. She's jealous that I get kisses from certain women in here. They send me kisses and I send them back. She gets all jealous. You know. Only a jealous person mentions it. So that's why you're jealous. It's okay, Glow. I know you don't get it at home. Okay? Because if you did, it wouldn't bother you. Okay, Lisa. Now it's pouring rain. I can hear it. Shit. All right, T Rose. You can leave me here with the crazies. It's not her fault, Victoria. I gotta put up with this shit every night. She ain't got nothing else better to do. She ain't worried about Jazz. She had Marky in her life today. She's happy. I bring good energy into her room. You know, fuck. If you stop coming here, I'll be happy. I got. Thanks for bringing me and Vic back together as friends. That's all we need. You can go now, right, Vic? Oh no, that's not good. So so what? You have like a light sensor and it comes on when you come home type of thing. They're not allowed. If it's your property, they're not allowed to touch it. That don't make no sense. Oh hell no. But you can't like. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll wait for you. That's some bullshit. I can't believe they have the nerve to do that shit. Yeah, they wouldn't be doing that shit. I'll fucking break their fingers. Yeah, you would, huh? I wouldn't even call no police. I'm knocking on your door. As soon as you open up the door, walk. Don't touch my shit no more. Yes, I'll wait for you. Here, look. Mwah. Here's another kiss for you so we can make Leo jealous. She's gonna get jealous because I blow you kisses now. She ain't gonna speak to you in a couple more days. Howdy, Lucky. How you doing? I'm gonna start blowing more kisses in here to make her jealous, make her even more mad. Uh-huh. Right. So let's get back to this light situation. So I want to see, right? That's all right. If you had to choose between one channel, either you choose me. So just remember that. All right. Don't make me have to make you make choices. Okay. um. So why does she cover the thing with? She covers the actual sensor with tape, so it doesn't pick up you guys coming in and out at night. I'm just too smart for you. That's all. Just admit it. I'm just too smart for you. It's cool. Didn't you say you was good? Right. Okay. Yeah. That's all right. People, look, there's a way around those things, right? So I'm not kicking you out. Don't put words in my mouth. Uh, so let me analyze this whole situation. All right. So she covers it. She covers the motion sensor, so that way you can. Okay. So let me ask you something. Can you put the motion sensor up higher? Can you hire like an electrician, or can your BF do it and put it up higher so they can't touch it? Is that an option? Yeah, but that's all right though. Hey Claudia, how you doing, sweetie? You good? Yeah, it's dropping by. It's gonna drop by and it's gonna leave me. All right, it's cool. I agree, Silva. I would put. You know what I'd do? I'll put a fucking camera out there. I'll put a camera out there, bro, and I'll be like, "You touch my shit." The sensor will come on and say someone's touching your shit, and I would go in the camera. So you touch that fucking light, I'm gonna break your fucking fingers. You can even use my voice if you want. I'll do a voice thing for you. I'll like, hey, don't touch my fucking light. I would do that shit. I'll make them pant. That's why God don't put me in them predicaments. I'll make that person shit themselves. You liked me? Oh, so you don't like me no more? All right. That's cool. I see how it is. Yes, Mark, landlord must to make new one and she can't add sticky tape anymore. Oh, right. So yeah, because you rent from somebody, so you have to get the landlord to do it. I appreciate it. I get you. Yeah. But next door, right? Your neighbor, do you guys have the same landlord? I swear to God, that shit. Anybody did that shit to me, I'll fucking crack 'em. Here the cam's not even used in court, especially when you so. Okay. So there's some bullshit then. So you can't even have a camera, Well, it's probably because the property is not yours, right? You're renting. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. So that way, if I was your boyfriend, I would slap the shit out of the person that did it. As soon as I see him outside, I'll crack him and no cameras can see it. And we might wear it against yours. I'm like, I ain't touch you. Yes, you did. You punched me. I don't know what you're talking about. Now that's cool, bro. It's all good. It's all good. You said their boyfriend. Nah, nah. She's cool. She's cool, bro. She wants to kick her ass. Can't you see? She wants to kick the lady's ass, and I'm sure her boyfriend wants to kick their ass or whoever's ass. That's putting the sticky tape on their emotion sense. But yeah. So that's some bullshit. I can't believe people have the nerve to do that. My neighbor leaves his light on all day and all night. But I have blackout curtains, right? So I put the curtains up. I close the curtains so I can't see the light. So it don't really bother me. I watch the eyelid channel anyway, so it don't bother me. But some people have their lights on the whole time. But if you have a sensor light and it comes on and off, then it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Unless it stays on the whole damn night, which is annoying. But yeah, I see what you mean. I would come outside with the fucking gun. I really touch my shit again, I'm blowing your fingers off. Bitch ass. People got a lot of nerve in this world doing dumbass shit like that. But so what? Those people don't have an outdoor light? Or you can't put that they can't put that shit on a switch or something? So you could turn it off and turn it on when you leave and come back or whatever, so you don't have to deal with the sensor. You can remove that sensor, right? And you can make it direct. It's a very easy electrical thing to do. Because those sensor lights don't have to work off that sensor. You can disconnect that. You can take the sensor out and make it and put it on a switch. Because right now it's got straight power to it, right? So wherever the first switch is, it's probably going to that power source. So right where your door is, when you walk into your door, there's a switch there, right? So what they can do is add a switch to that box that it's in. So right now, if there's one switch there, you can put like another switch next to it and make it a double. And then you can put it on a switch where when you leave at night, you turn it on. And then when you come back, you can turn it off, right? So that way, they can't use the motion sensor to control it. So what my suggestion is, as an electrician, what I would suggest you tell your landlord is to eliminate that sensor light and have it on a switch so that way you can control it, not them. And what you do one night is leave it on all fucking night. Yeah. All you got to do is put it on a switch and you take the sensor out. It's very easy. All they have to do is pretty much like, do that. It's very easy. If I was there, I'd do it for you. It'll take me 5 minutes. Literally. You go up on a ladder, you take the sensor off if you need a ladder. Obviously don't, because they can go on there. So you just take the whole fixture off. All you do is wire it up to the lights, and then you bypass the sensor, then you put it straight to a switch. Bang. Nope, a problem solved. So that way, when you leave home, you or the Aries, bang, you shut it off, shut it on, put it on, and then when you come back, you can turn it off. So that way there's no motion, then you control your light. That's what you got to get them to do. Oh, there you go. There you go. So obviously it's a problem. Obviously it's a problem. And they have to sort that out. You got to say eliminate the sensor, because if you have a sensor, like, you have to be in a certain distance for it to come on, right? But if it's not on a sensor, you can have it on the whole time and no one can fuck with it unless they break it, which I'm sure they won't. Yeah, I understand. But if you take my advice and my suggestion, that would be the best thing for you to do, to be honest. That would be your best bet, is to not have a sensor light. Like if it's a sensor light that has two bulbs and it faces this way and it has a sensor in the middle, tell them get an electrician to take the sensor out. You can even leave the sensor there, but just disconnect it from the inside. And then you put a switch. So when you leave your house, you just click the switch on and it turns the light on and bang. And when at nighttime when you're finished, shut the switch off, bang. Or you leave it on. So that way you aggravate those people all day and all fucking night. That's all. Lucky, thanks for your donation. What the fuck is this? Oh, my friend sent me some funny ass shit. I was like, what the fuck? All right, Lucky Ducky. Yeah, obviously I won't do that. I don't do that. I don't anyway. All right. What's your question? My neighbor. Yes, we discussed about because landlord was an electrician. Oh, okay. I think he knew that. He knew what to do. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's disrespectful. They're not supposed to be doing that. They can get in trouble for that shit and get kicked the fuck out. But you should definitely tell your landlord to leave it, to put it on a switch, for sure. Definitely put it on a switch, so that way you can control it and they can't control you. And you could say, if somebody falls again and really hurts themselves, we're sending you the fucking bill because you're making our light not work, dumbass. So your landlord has to put out a threat. That's why honestly I can't live in like an apartment complex like that. Because if I have somebody next to me like that doing dumb shit, I'm gonna fucking make their life a living hell. I'm gonna start playing music and shit all loud. I'm gonna go get some big ass speakers. They're gonna be knocking on my door. Sorry, I don't hear you. They'll come to my door. What you say? Okay, love. Boom. Just fuck up and get out of here. I would drive them out of that goddamn place. I'm not a bad person, but I can be if you act up. I'm gonna make you wish you never fucked with me. But yeah, you're doing the right thing. Just talk to the landlord, get them to fix it. Oh no, don't be sorry. Sorry for what? I'm trying to help you with the situation. Nah, don't apologize. Nothing to apologize for. Exactly. Don't fuck with the Aquaman. Nothing to apologize for, Victoria. Always good. But if he's an electrician or used to be, then that's fine. He'll know exactly what to do then. But you can suggest it to him and say, hey, look, I was thinking, can I put this light on a switch so that way they can't control it? I can control it. That's what you need to suggest to him. That's my opinion. All right, Lucky, you said, how are my finances going to be for the rest of the year? Can you tell me that? Of course I can. What you got to do is you got to go and get a webcam. And if you have a laptop, great. And then you subscribe to OnlyFans and start showing pictures of, your feet and you can show a little cleavage here and there, and your finances will be great. You can make $1,000 a month, $1,000 a week. Just let me know what it is, and I'll subscribe to you. You know, do a little twerking. Your finances will be great, good as new. Anything else you want to know? I know you're in Aquarius. You're like, nah, bro, we don't do that shit. Look at that, 3 Aquariuses in here. That's his shit. All right, let me answer the question for you. That's why God didn't make me a woman. I'll be a fucking kabillionaire. I'll be sharing that coochie every night. Pay me, you idiots. All right, so what I get here is more about you, right? You have to make sure you don't make the same repeated mistakes you make before. So if you're having problems with making money, or you want to make more money, if that's the case, right? Then obviously you're going to have to make some changes. And if you continue to spend money and go live amongst your means, then you're going to suffer, and you're going to keep worrying, and it's not going to be good. If somebody's trying to get you to invest into something or make like some get rich scheme bullshit, don't do that. So if anybody comes to you from now to the end of the year and says, "Hey, Lucky, I got this get rich thing, you can invest this type of money, get this and bang," obviously stay away from that shit, right? Because I got the moon here, 9 of Swords, the Hierophant reverse. But the good thing is I got the 8 of Wands, and that tells me that if you, and I know it's hard sometimes for an Aquarius to ask for help or ask people things because we feel like we can do it all on our own. So if you want progress and you want movement and you want things to get better, you're going to have to talk. You're going to have to talk more. You're going to have to communicate more, and you might have to get whatever you do for a living now, if you don't speak up, then you're not going to get nothing. I have a saying that closed mouths don't get fed. So if you don't say shit, you ain't going to get shit. So if you feel like at your current job, you need a promotion to get more money, or you need a raise, it's time to speak up. If you don't speak up, you're going to stay the same. Finances will stay the same. Things will stay the same. You won't get what you want. So if you feel, because sometimes, people, I'm not saying you're like this, but maybe you are. Maybe you're the type of person that knows your worth and knows your value, but you just stay quiet and say, maybe I'll get recognized for my hard work and my boss will give me a raise. And then you never get it. So if you feel like you're worth more, then ask for more. It's only going to be 2 answers, yes or no, right? So I feel like you personally have to speak up. With this 8 of Wands here, it tells me, say what you want to say, do what you want to do. If you don't say anything, then you're not going to get anything. Oh, I'm sure you are, because most Aquariuses are. We speak our mind and say everything, no matter who it affects. And we just deal with the consequences, or it'll make life better. So, and like I said, there's only 2 things that can happen. You can get, told no, or you can get told yes. Sure, Lucky, yes, you're very hardworking. You've been here for so many years. Yeah, you deserve a raise. Okay, we'll give you one. So, but see, you can make a lot of money, but if you spend it, then your finances is fucked. So that's the thing. With a question like this, you are always going to be the main answer. So you can make $1 million, but if you spend $1 million, then it's all gone, right? So your finances are going to depend on you personally, whether or not you're going to go with the bad influences, the good influences, being insincere about your money spending, being too generous with your money, you know. Um, but you're only broke if you ain't got nothing. Broke is like not even having money to pay for this question. That's broke. But if you feel like you need more money, then make more money. That's up to you. So you can either make money through another job, a better job, or more money of your job that you're getting and cut down on the things you don't need. You got me? Or you need to go find a man with mutual funds and medical insurance and pay all your bills, and all you gotta do is lay on your back. But we ain't about that life. We don't do those type of things. We don't exactly fuck that. I feel the same way. You know, I'll work for sex, but that's about it. But not really. So you see what I mean? So the cards are telling me that you got to be honest with yourself, and you can't let, like, if you feel, because the way these cards are right here is you basically admit it. You feel that way, and you feel like you're broke, but technically you're not, right? But you know what you really want is to feel more secure, right? Feel like you have money in the bank that you can, like, have, and you be fine. Now, another thing is, right, is right now for Aquariuses, right? Because you're an Aquarius. So for Aquariuses, things should be very good for us for the next 20 years because Pluto is in our sign, right? So that's the sun, that's the planet that gives us what we need. That's gives us the power, gives us money, gives us all these things, makes us change our lives and shit like that, right? So that's one thing that should be is in our favor in the stars. But you, like I said, you can have a lot of money and spend it all, and then you're broke. Or you could work all week and have a nice paycheck, and then you got to pay all your bills, and then you're fucked. So my advice to you, if you want your finances to get better, is to do those things. But the main thing is where you work. So if you work at a place that can pay you more, and you can honestly look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm worth more than $20 an hour, you know? Yeah, if you want to sell feet pics, then go for it if it makes you money. Trust me, if I knew I can make a couple grand off my feet, I'd do it. I'll finally go get a pedicure and shit, you know? But that's the thing. I feel like because you're outspoken, it'll help you get what you want, but you can't be vulnerable to it. And I feel like you might not be happy with your life and you want to change it, but you don't know how. That could be it too with the cards that I have here. Like, you might be like, you know what? I need a fucking change. And this is the time to do it. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like the planetary way things are right now for us, for Aquarius, it's beneficial. So we need to take advantage of it now. So it's up to you to make your finances better. So you either join uh OnlyFans, ask for a raise, or get a better job, a better paying job. Yeah. What I always suggest to everybody is use your talents to make money. That's the only way you're going to be really happy in life. There's a lot of people who are psychics on here that wish that they can do it all day, all night, and make money off of it enough to they can live their life. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on what you want to do. I know personally that if I were to do this every single day, all day, I can make enough money off of it to live. But I don't want to because I don't feel like being aggravated all day. And I couldn't live on here and do it. I'd have to do it personally here in Bermuda where I live. I would have to, like, you know, do something like that if I wanted to live that way, but I don't. I don't really want to. I'm still young. I'll do it when I retire. When I'm 65, I might open up a little psychic shop and, read people's lives and do mediumship and shit and make some money so I can retire, you know, in a good way. But from then until now, I ain't gonna do it. But I know personally I can. And it's just like, DJing. I can go back into DJing and go play every night or every weekend and make money off of that. But I choose not to because I still have my business and it still provides for me. So that's what you have to ask yourself is, do I have talents? What are my talents? Or what am I really good at? Can I do two things at once? Can I do my job and do my talents? Can I do something that I've always wanted to do? Now is the time for me to do it. So it's something you have to ask yourself. And you don't have to say it on here because nobody needs to know your business. But if you're okay with talking about it, then, that's up to you. Yeah. So it really depends on you. So to answer your question, you know, your finances can get better with your mentality and say, hey, because I could tell you they're going to get better. And then you just sit on your ass all day on your couch. And you're going to be like, hey, Mark, it's September 2026. I asked you in May and my finances are going to get better, but it ain't getting better because all I'm doing is sitting on my fucking couch. So I'm just waiting for your prediction to happen. So that's not going to work, right? This is just an example I'm giving you. So the way the cards came out is you're fooling yourself thinking that you can't do it. So if your mentality is telling you, I can't, I don't know if I can do this. If you work your ass off, are you getting the value? Are you getting what you're worth? That's the next question. I work my ass off too, but I don't anymore because I don't have to. But when I did, I was getting what I was worth. And so that's why, like, now I can sit back and say, hey, I work my ass off. I saved my money. I haven't been on trips in 6 years. I saved all this money. I don't smoke and drink no more. I don't live amongst my means. So I'm good. I'm more secure now than I ever have been because of my mentality, you know? So that's my advice and my suggestion to anybody who wants their finances to be better. It's one thing working, but are you saving? Are you like living amongst your means? Are you really getting what you're worth at your job? Is these are the questions you have to ask yourself. Do you have time to do something else and make money off of it enough to like pay a bill or two? You know what I mean? So it really depends on you. You're welcome, Lucky. A lot of the times it's up to us anyway. It's always up to us. Always. It's always up to us to figure out and to make it happen. But a lot of people want to work and make money off their talent. And that's the only way I've been able to make money is off my talents, off the things that I know best, which is electrical, house maintenance, you know, DJing and psychic stuff. That's my incomes right there throughout my whole life. So those are the things I'm really good at, and those are the things I want to make money off of. So if I do that, which I have, then I'm happy. So that's what you have to ask yourself. Am I really happy doing what I'm doing? Is this really me? Is this my path? Is this something I really want to do in life? And things change. You might want to go and do something else. Well, then you ask yourself, can you make money off of your hobbies? Can you? Ask yourself that question. The hobbies I have, can I make money off of them? And if you can, then hell yeah, go for it. See, you totally could. So then fucking do it, woman. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, that's why the cards came out the way it is. It's almost like you're scared to take that. Maybe you might not be scared, but you probably don't think you can. But your confidence level should be up there. For fuck's sake, you're an Aquarius, so that shouldn't be a problem. You just said earlier you're very, outspoken. So if you're very outspoken and you can make money off your hobbies, then do it. Hell yeah. Find the time, put in the effort, you know? Yeah, but you shouldn't. You should sell them. You can sell them to people on here. You can sell them to people anywhere. You can just, you know, post it up or sell it to, places and shit. Whatever you do, whatever crafts you make or whatever. Go for it. Don't give that shit away. Make money off of it. Even if you make $100 a month, it pays for a bill, pays for groceries, pays for something. You'd be surprised what you can make money off of. I believe in you, and I believe everybody can do what if everybody can make money off their talents, then everybody will be happy in this world. And that's why I'm probably happier now than I've ever been because I finally can make money off my talents and what I have and what I do. And if I really truly wanted to, I can make a lot of money, but I choose not to because it's not a big deal to me. You know, I watched my dad work his whole life just to die and leave everything behind. So I don't want to be that person. You got me? Money ain't everything, it's the only thing. So if you live that way, then when you die, you're gonna be in spirit looking at everything that you paid for and everything you did. And you're gonna be like, fuck, I bust my ass for all of this shit, now I'm dead. You see what I'm saying? It don't even make no sense worrying about that shit. As long as you got enough money to live and pay your bills and eat every day, that's the only thing you should be worried about. Because you can leave all that shit behind. And I'll tell you a story. Because you don't really know me like that, right? But other people have heard me tell this story before. My auntie and uncle, they couldn't have kids, right? So they work, 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 work. So my uncle, he retired at 60. And he said, I have all this money. I have over $1 million in my bank account. It's a true story. He had over $1 million in his bank account. And he had a beautiful home and his wife, which is my auntie. He said, now that when I retire, he retired, right? And then he went on like a few little trips here and there. And then he got sick with cancer and he died a year later. So he bust his fucking ass his whole life to have a house, to retire, and go do his bucket list. But he died. He never got to see that day. And then his wife, which is my auntie, she's been next week, 2 weeks from now, it'll be 3 years she's been gone. And she didn't want to really, she went on trips, and used some of the money. And she had like medical issues and she had to deal with, so some of the money went and she didn't live amongst her means like that because she had a whole shitload of money and she had her pension, right? She was living in British Columbia in Canada, right? Hey, Dan. So then what she did is she had a will and she put all of her nieces and nephews on it, which was 17 people. And then she took 5 off because they didn't really care about her or her husband. So it was 12 of us and I was one of them. So when she passed away, right? 3 years ago, she put us on her will. So we each got a couple $1,000 each, right? So it got divided between 12 people, and she gave $50,000 to the church. She had her funeral already paid for in the will. And a lot of money went to the lawyers, 70 grand went to the lawyers. Then she gave this person this money, that money. So it all got divided. We all got a couple grand each, right? Which was pretty decent. It was very nice of her to do that. So my uncle died before he even retired, didn't get to enjoy his money, right? Millionaire, didn't even get to enjoy his money. Then my auntie is a widow for 16 years, and she didn't get to enjoy her money either without her husband. So the moral of the story is sometimes people want a lot of money, but when they get it, they don't even get to enjoy it. So it's best to enjoy every day with everything you have. And that's just my opinion. And some people say, oh, well, Mark, I can't live like that. I'm not telling you to live amongst your means. All I'm telling you is to stop worrying about how much money you can get and how much money you have. And you can die tomorrow. You can die tonight. And everything you have is going to somebody else any fucking way. So you can live amongst your means or you can live smart. I choose to live smart. Smart meaning I know how much money I have and I know how much money I'm going to spend. And I'm not going to be a dickhead and spend every last dollar and then I'm going to have to go work hard at 50 years old. Hell fucking no. And everybody says, oh man, you should go on a trip, man. Trip? You know how much times I've been away? I've been away more than the average person. I used to go away 4 or 5 times a fucking year. And that's where all my money went. So now I haven't been away in 6 years. So it was the best thing that happened. And see, another reason COVID happened, right, was to allow people to use their resources and their talents to make money. Because a lot of people's jobs, they couldn't go to their jobs. You see what I'm saying? And COVID allowed people to say, see the essential workers that get paid less, they have a job and you can't do your job now. So even though you made more money than these essential workers, how much money do you have? So if that crisis were to, that shit was a wake-up call for people. Because people had to change their lifestyle and change their way of living. The anxiety level for a lot of people was way up there. So people had to use their talents to make money. You see what I'm saying? When COVID hit, I couldn't be an electrician. I couldn't go to somebody's house. So I was on here every single day trying to make money doing readings because everybody else is online like me. And I made a good bit of money the year 2020, 21. And then once 2021 came, the end of 2021, things went back to normal. You got me? And God already prepared me at 2019 to start this channel so I can be prepared for the disaster to come. But see, nobody thinks of those things until it actually happens in real life. So I feel like all the things that we go through prepares us for the next stage in our life. So when you say, I feel like I work hard and I still ain't got nothing to show for it, don't think like that. I know it's hard not to, but don't think that way. You got to think in a more positive way. Like, why am I complaining about this specific situation when I know I can do something about it, but I don't do it? So you have yourself to blame. We have to take accountability for every decision that we make as a human being. So you said to me, I make crafts, I do things and I can make money, but I give them away. So that's your fault. If you make money off your talents and your crafts and the things that you do, then you can feel like, hey, I don't feel broke anymore because I'm actually making money off of something I love. True? You see what I'm saying? And that's why, this is why I tell people, you have to use your talents to make money. Even if it's going on OnlyFans and twerking that big ass. Even if you're, going on there and selling your pics. I joke about that shit, but a lot of people do it because God gave them, those type of body parts to be flexed. You know, but you can't though. I'm the same way. Look, how many times have I given away free readings on here? I could say fuck you. No. I can use Glow as an example right now. When Leo came in here last night, she says, "Hey Mark, I need you to check something for me." And it's a mediumship question. And she says, "Can $10 enough?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead. I don't care." I could have been a fucking ass and said, "No, you gotta give me fucking $50." You see what I'm saying? So I feel like because I don't need that type of money and I'm not complaining about money, I can do a reading for that like that and I'll be okay. So I'm not really worrying about money like that because I know if I die today, all that money's gone anyway. So I don't know if I make sense, but this is what I try and tell people is if you feel weird taking money, then how the fuck are you supposed to feel? How do you think? So you're making yourself by you feel weird taking money, right? Then how are you gonna feel when you don't have enough? If you're complaining about finances and you feel like you're broke and not making the money, it's because you're not taking the money. You gotta make money off of your work and your craft. You have to. And trust me when I tell you, when you start making money off your craft, you can go back to giving shit for half the price, or you can go back to giving somebody shit for free. I do shit for free on here every fucking time. The words that come out of my mouth are free every day. You see what I'm saying? So you can still do something you love, make money off of it, and still give it away. It's all good. But you gotta want to do it. You got me? I'm everybody's example every day. I come on here every day, and what do? I make money and I also give away shit. And I always give more than what I'm giving. And that's why I live the life I live. Because the more that I can do for myself and for others and give equal amount and give and take, the better my life is gonna be. Capiche? You understand? But it's up to you though. You gotta make the plan. You gotta make it work. How long you had your channel, Victoria? Because I know like we started around almost the same time, probably. September will be 7 years for me. So I started in 2019, September. I think. I think it was 2019, September. But even if you get a little bit of work every day, every little bit counts. It's how you deal with it. It's how you use the money. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know I started and then you went after me. Yeah. It's probably been 6 years or just like me. I think we started around the same time. I believe we did. I started 2019, but September. So if you started during COVID, then that COVID began in 2020 in March. So I was online for like 7 months before when COVID hit. So I was already being prepared by Spirit to do this, so I can make money that year because I was home and I couldn't work in people's houses because there's no contact. So I felt like my life was fucked. And then I was like, if I can't work out in people's houses, how is my life gonna be? So then I said, well, thank God I can work online. So I was online like all day, every day. And that year helped me get more subscribers. I made money off of readings, you know, because people always ask me, what's going to be the outcome, you know, that type of shit. Well, you got to be more active. If you have a channel lucky, then be active on it. We can all come together and help you and come in your room. Like I said, my channel is a channel where I let everybody come in here, say what they want to say, do what they want to do to a certain extent. I'm the first one to be like, hey, go check this person out or go do this and go help this person, or please guys come together and help each other. I've been doing that for years, and everybody who knows me know I do that shit. And if you don't do it in return, I don't really care. And the reason I do is because I always want to help everybody. I want everybody to, pretty much, support each other is the word. And if you don't want to, that's okay. You can come to me and say, hey, look, I know you told me about Victoria, but I don't like the way she reads, so I'm not going to her channel. Or, hey, you told me about, so and so, and I don't really like them. I said, all right, cool. I just letting you know, like, that these people are my friends or whatever. So if you can go in there, whatever. If you support them or even sub to them, help them out. Number wise. You know. And I know people probably recommend me, and people are like, yeah, I can't handle Mark. He talks about, things that get underneath my skin. Fuck him. He's an Aquarius or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. You can't please everybody. Well, you necessarily don't have to go live. All you gotta do is post your shit and sell your stuff if you want. It's up to you. You know, that's something you have to ask yourself is, hey, do I need to do this in order to make my life better? Should I go live? But if you do, I mean, there's a lot of us on here that just don't do tarot. Like if you was in my live today, I wash dishes and talk for like 2 fucking hours. You know what I mean? I didn't even do no readings earlier today. I just washed dishes, talk shit, and then I sat on my couch with my laptop facing me and just talked some more and just had fun talking to everybody. That's what I do on here every fucking day. So as long as I help somebody, I'm happy. And if I just come on here just to chit chat, then that's fine. It's all good. You posted on Instagram? Okay, cool. Well, if you wanna get your channel out there, then let us know, and then we'll join you, and you can start selling your crafts or whatever you're selling. If you want to do that, that's up to you. Yeah, or I'll block your ass. Hell yeah. What the hell is Macream? I don't know what that is. I have to Google it. Oh, Mac Cream. That's what it says. How the fuck you spell that shit? Cream. Oh, macrame is a versatile crafting technique that creates textiles through knotting rather than weaving or knitting. Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah, in Portuguese it's called something else. That's why I was like, "What the fuck you talking about?" Oh, cool. So you make this like you can make what do you call them things that psychics have? Oh fuck. Anyway, yeah. Dream catchers and shit. Dream catchers and these little doodle things. And that's pretty cool. I didn't know you know how to make this. Yeah, I'm sure people would love to have this as a decoration in their house. Yeah, you could sell that shit. That shit probably takes a long ass time to make. Yeah, sell that shit, girl. The fuck you waiting for? Like, fuck, am I gonna sit down and do that shit and not get paid? You must be crazy. You can sell that shit anywhere. Come on, woman. Fuck. I'm trying to tell you, I'm being serious. I don't know how to fucking say that shit. Anyway, all I know is now I know what it is. I ain't never gonna say that word no more. Macrame. Macrame. That's the first time I ever heard that word in my life. I learned something new. See, you taught me something new today. I wouldn't even know what the fuck that is. I would just say, yeah, somebody's crafting that shit. They made that shit. I don't know what the fuck that shit's called. Okay, Victoria. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. And I hope that situation gets sorted out. And tell the landlord, put that shit on a switch. So that way that whole neighbor can't deal with it. Listen to Marky. Okay? Tell him an electrician tell you that. He'll be like, I'm an electrician too. I'll do it for you, okay? Yeah, put that shit on a switch. Tell him put your neighbor on a switch too. Just shut the fuck up. So yeah, Lucky, there you go. See? You can make your macrame, make your macrame crafts, and then you can make some dream catchers and shit. And you can sell them online to all these fake psychics that need their dreams catched. They'll buy them from you. I'll even buy one from you. I'll buy one from you and put up in the background. Be like, oh, Mark, I like your dream catcher. Oh, thanks. Yeah, my Lucky made it for me. Oh, really? Oh, I want to get one. I said, all right, look, Lucky's website or Lucky's page is this. Go talk to her. She'll hook you up. Yeah, I'm being serious. You think I'm lying? You think I'm joking? I'm being serious. That's how you get her. That's how you get around. How the fuck did you meet me? Through your friends, right? There you go. I'm trying to help you out, woman. Fellow Aquarius, And I don't know you from anywhere. See? I'm trying to help out a sister. Hey Ann, how you doing today? Trying to tell you can make money off that shit. As long as you cover the cost of making it and your time, sell it. Fucking right. I'll buy one from you. Sure. I'll buy one for you and give it to something. I'll put it in the background. And then once your business, once you sell a couple of them, then I've done my job. I've helped. I got to think for everybody, I tell you. That's why I tell everybody, let me do the thinking. Yeah, see, Tanya makes stuff too. Tanya makes crafts and stuff. She likes making things. And she gifted Dan something and Fiona and Lord knows who else. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to do things. You see that gray table behind me? I made that. I made that in my workshop. I made that, painted it, put it all together, hooked it all up so I can have a DJ table. I'm not a carpenter, but I know how to make shit and I made it. It might not look like, a professional looking thing, but hey, it's good enough for me. You won't know till you try. You see this railing right here? It was made by a carpenter. And when I first arrived to this apartment, it was yellow and black. Okay? I painted this 10 years ago and look at it. It still looks brand new. Because I scraped all the wood down, sanded it all down, and I stained it and I varnished it so it can look like that. See what I'm saying? You just gotta do shit. Find out how to do it and make it. Do it. Yeah. You know? I made all that shit around. I make pure things. I love making things. I have a workshop now, so I make a lot of things in the workshop. I did all my sister's shelving in her closets. She had metal shelving in her closets, like with the lines. I took them all down, patched up all the holes, and put all new wooden shelving in her room. Even the pole that the hangers go on is wooden. So that way there's no more metal in there, no more rust, no more nothing. I made all that shit. Hey Kimberly, how you doing? And it had to be an Aquarius giving a Leo something. See that, Dan? Shit. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Ann. I try my best, But anything to do with the house, I know how to do. And if I don't know how to do it, I'll go on YouTube and learn. Or I'll look at somebody do it and I'll do it. Like I always tell people, I can make a lot more money than I make now, but I choose not to because I don't really want to bust my ass no more. I really don't want to work hard anymore. I've been working hard my whole life. I dropped out of school at 17. I went straight work. So I've been working for 33 years straight. All day and all night. And now, the past year, I've been just like working when I have to, working when I need to. And as long as I make enough money every month to pay my bills, I'm happy. And that's exactly where my life is now. And that's where it should be. Because I don't want to be working hard like my dad up to the age of 75 and then die a couple years later. That ain't fucking happen. I learned a valuable lesson when my dad passed away to not work that hard ever in life because you're just gonna fucking die when you relax. So I rather, I don't have a family to take care of except for my mom. I don't have kids. I'm not married. So I don't have no major responsibilities and bills. I just have to pay the bills that I deal with in this apartment and live my life. So, you know, if you live the life I live, then you shouldn't be complaining about anything. You should be just, as long as you're making enough money for yourself and you're good to go. And don't live amongst your fucking means. That's nice to know she did something for somebody. A selfish Leo ass. See, Mark, you're mean to me. Watch incoming. Incoming Leo comments. See, Lucky's my girl. See that, Mark? You think I'm mean? No, I know you're mean. You might not be mean to Lucky because Lucky gives you shit. Leo loves me now because I've done some medium shit readings for her now, so she loves me now. She got jealous earlier that I was getting kisses blown my way. See, she don't want nobody to take me. Her ears are ringing right now. Pain in the ass, fucking Leo. Nuisance. All right. I had to look at some messages. People always aggravate me. Yeah, there you go. Better her than you, see. But that's good. I'm glad you think so. So there you go. I gave you a lot to think about, Lucky. So start making them damn, whatever those things are called. There's my craze or whatever. Make some more of them damn things and start selling. Yeah? Yeah, get on the hustle. Let's make it happen. If you can make $100 off of those things in a month, what can that $100 actually do for you? Just think about it that way. If you can make $100 off of those things in a month, what can that do for you? Besides the material you need to make it and the time you spent. Say if you make $100 clean profit, can't that pay for a bill or two? Or can't that pay for, a bunch of groceries? Of course. So an extra $100 is better than nothing. So that's what I'm trying to say. Just that extra money coming in off of something you love to do can make everything better. And don't feel guilty about making money off your craft. Don't feel guilty about making money off of your talent. That's what life is all about. The people who make money off their talents every day are the happiest people in the world. Yeah? They're like, I have the dream job. I'm doing something I'm loving, get paid for it. Hell yeah. I'll do it too. And I do. 20 something years ago when I was DJing every weekend and making money off of it, I was happy because that was helping me pay my bills and my rent. And when I was 19, I was getting paid from the army, getting paid for my 9 to 5 job, and I was going on the weekends when I was free to pay and get money off of DJing. $200 for the weekend that I made off of DJing. So I had 3 incomes. So I was happy as fucks because I was getting paid, from things that I like to do, except for army. And then when I finished army after 3 years, I DJ'd more throughout the week. I did Wednesday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights. So I would make like $200 every night of those nights. So I was making $500 to $600 a week off of DJing just for a couple hours a night. So that's what I'm trying to say. When you make things off of the things you love, then that's the best part of life. So if you can make money off of those damn dream catchers, and tell Leo to give back the ones you gave her so you can make money off of them. She probably sold them anyway. And she ain't making no money off her fake readings. Oh, hey, Leo, how you doing? I tell you, incoming. She's always listening to me. She's always listening, even when she's not listening. She probably got that little ear thing in her ear, and the phone's right next to her. And she's probably like cooking up dinner and something before her man kicks her out of the fucking house. She's probably doing shit. Yeah. I was telling her, right, that she should make money off her crafts. Do you agree with me, Leo? Can she make money off the things that she crafts up? Of course she can, right? I've been telling her all this time she needs to make money off that. Well, she's an Aquarius, duh. See, Aquarius is they like to make money, but they don't feel like taking your money. It's like me, I have that habit too, trust me. But if you make money, you're good. You know, it helps to pay for shit. You know, every little bit helps. So there you go. That's your answer, Lucky. See, your bestie told you that you can make money off your crafts. So make it fucking happen, yeah. So don't spend too much time in her room being bored, or if you're in her room, right? Start crafting, do that Mac fucking cray, whatever the fuck it is. Start doing that shit, you know. Make her a dream catcher and make her pay for it too, so she can put her dreams and catch her dreams in there. Or make something that goes over her mouth so she don't talk for like about an hour. That should be good. Look. She always has to switch it up, you know. Look. She'll always get free shit. Oh, I see how it is. All right. Yeah, all I need is for you to be quiet for an hour. Yeah. You were quiet for quite a long time just now. That's why I got to, give some advice to your friend. Because you can't do it. So I might as well do it. Female Aquariuses, right, are very talented, yes. But male Aquariuses are even more talented. You're looking at the most talented man Aquarius you ever known in your life. And you can't even deny it. Greatness. You're looking at greatness in front of your eyes. Okay? Absorb it. Be thankful you know me. Okay? Because one day I block your ass and get rid of your Leo ass. Right? You're gonna be like, I miss my Aquarius buddy Mark. I shouldn't have been a dickhead. I shouldn't have been a biatch. I shouldn't have just kept my mouth shut for more than an hour. Lucky, go in there and ask him if I'm gonna, do this and do that. Please ask him to be my friend. If I blocked you, you will definitely be more upset now than you ever been in your life. You'd be so mad. You'd be telling all your friends coming here, please, Mark, unblock Leo. She's been calling me all day. Please, she drives me nuts. Please, I'm not conceited. That's one thing I'm not. I've never been conceited. Hell no. That's one thing about me. I'm not conceited. Confidence, confident, yes, not conceited. No. I joke around about being like that, but I'm not. I've never been that person. That's one word you can't call me. Confident, yes. Conceited, no. You're conceited, yes. You got me fucked up with yourself. Don't make me roast you, okay? Like I said, keep quiet. Go make dinner. Leave me alone. I just need you to verify that Lucky can sell her my crave fucking crafts, okay? Now you can go back to doing what you're doing. Go wash your dishes and keep quiet before your man kicks your ass up. Well, go wash your dishes and keep quiet. See what I gotta put up with, Lucky? This fucking nuisance every day. First one in and the last one to leave. Always being a nuisance. and then got mad when 2 women was blowing me kisses today. See? She be getting jealous. And I don't treat her like I treat all these other women. You got a man, let him treat you that way. Don't worry about me. Oh yeah. Mm. She's gonna be nice to you. You're a woman. See? She ain't gonna be nice to me. I don't want her to be nice to me. I like dissing her. She's so easy. She's like the best dissing target ever. So I enjoy it. Uh-huh. Right. So if that's your girl and that's you love her, then why didn't you encourage her to sell her crafts instead of taking everything for free? Why didn't you tell her, look, girl, you need to do this? Oh, I did tell her. No, you fucking didn't. Because you be hating. See, like, I knew that was coming. I bring that right out of both of you. You fell into the trap. She's stubborn. Well, she's an Aquarius. Most Aquariuses are stubborn. It's a part of our life. We like to be stubborn. We like it our way. Sometimes we just like to give things to people. It's just our heart, you know? Sure they can. I do it every day. I tell your ass to do shit, but you don't listen. Hopefully Lucky listens to me, our fellow Aquarius. She can't listen to no Leo. Leo's ain't gonna tell her nothing. No, you're not stubborn. You're just a nuisance. There's a difference. You just don't like change. And you do is change underwear. If that. Shit. Take damn granny panties off. Put them up on the clothesline outside. Oh, hell no. I definitely don't adore you. Fuck no. Hell no. I adore this damn water bottle more than I do you. See that? Dan's a good Leo. He's back and he finished the dinner dishes. See that? That's a good Leo. See what he does for his Aquarius woman? Because his Aquarius woman said, Dan, clean his dishes right now. Yes, ma'am. Yes, mama. It's either that or you don't get no cuddles, no smooches, no nothing. Dan says, yes, ma'am. Yes, mama. Anything for you. My Aquarius beautiful. Right, Dan? Tell the truth. You better go do them dishes your damn self. That's why I do live dishes live. So I can show you people that I do my own damn dishes. I don't need no woman. I don't want no woman coming home talking about, babe, I just got my manicure. So if I do the dishes, it's gonna scratch up my nails. And tomorrow's Monday, I'm gonna go to work and look good. I'll tell her, I don't give a fuck about your manicure. You better what? Put on some gloves and wash damn fucking dishes and scrub damn pots. I just damn well cook for your bitch ass. You better go wash damn dishes. Mark's such an asshole. He won't even do the dishes for me. Here's some gloves for you, look. Wash your dishes and shut your mouth. That's what I'll tell her. Knowing me, my girl be doing manicures and pedicures and acting like she can't do shit. That's if I had a Leo girlfriend. That's how she'd be lazy as shit. Or an Aries woman and be a pain in the ass. I always get some fire sign damn woman aggravate me. You don't get manicures, that's because you're an Aquarius. You're satisfied with how you look. Most of us are, we don't care. We just be who we are, we're just natural. Yeah. That's because you're home all day doing fucking nothing, laying on your back and sitting on your ass. You gotta cook and do the dishes. You're a housewife, woman. That's your damn job. That's your description. He goes out and gets the bread and does the work. And you sit home and listen to me all day and you fucking do the dishes and dinner like a good woman that you think you are. If not, look, fuck out. Exactly. See, you act like you're doing him a favor. Shut your ass up. You're doing your job, woman. See, I want a woman that does what you do, but I don't want a woman like you. See, that's the difference. Okay, so I'm taking applications. I'm taking applications. You can apply your applications to markymarkstarot at gmail.com. And for those of you women who don't want me, you can holler at my boy, Aries Man 2501. He's in Aries as well, but he likes to call himself Aries Man. But he's really an Aquarius, you know. You can email him at sivaloveshoes at gmail.com. I got you, bro. Oh, shit. Can you imagine a woman looking through the job applications and see who the fuck is Marky Mark Tarot looking for a woman to do dishes, clean the house, wash clothes, provide, will be provided for. All you gotta do is, oh, so this is like a live-in housewife. Okay, yeah. Let me apply. I'll get the application. I'll call the person. Hello, how you doing? Yes, I'm looking for an application. I mean, I sent in this application. I'm looking for a job. Do you know how to wash dishes? Yes, I do. Okay. Do you get manicures and pedicures? Yes, I do. Okay. Are you willing to wear gloves after you do your manicure and pedicure and wash my fucking dishes? Yes, I'm willing to do that. Okay. What size is your hands? A medium, small, and don't tell me they're large because I won't want you. 'Cause you ain't manhandling me, and you can't be bigger than me because then you're gonna intimidate me. So if you're 6 feet or more than 5'7", then I can't deal with you. And you ain't gonna beat my ass with no pots in my hand. You gotta be a shouty. So that way you can't beat me. You're 5'11". Oh shit, man. The application just got thrown out the window. You're 4 inches taller than me. I can't have that. Actually, 4 inches isn't that bad. I'll just put on my sneakers and a hat. So yeah, you can apply if you want to. You can apply. I'll take your application. Actually, it's good to have somebody taller than me. You can reach the shit in the top cabinets. That's cool. So yeah, I'll take your application. My bad. I take back what I said. I need somebody taller sometimes so they can, get the things out of the cabinet. So I don't have to get a ladder. You can change the light bulb for me. So yeah, I'll take it. Hey, Shawty. What's up, Christy? How you doing? How was your day today? Christy already applied. So I have to go. I have to find out, you know, I have to find out if her application fits all needs. Christy's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anne's laughing at me. Oh my God, you can't have Lucky? Hell no. Can you believe this, Lucky? I tell you, she's a CB. Like earlier, she was so jealous I was getting kisses from T Rose and Lisa. She was getting jealous. She's jealous I have an online wife, right? She's jealous when I call Claudia my wife. And now she's jealous that you're willing to take the application to be my housewife, Lucky. See that? What type of friend is that? Can you believe that shit, Lucky? See, she's hating on you. Don't you know an Aquarius and Aquarius is a good match? See, you can stay home, wash my dishes, and do them in my cribs. And sell them. I'll help you sell them for you. She said, nah. All right. I see how it is. That's cool. You take her over me. No problem. It's cool. I got my shawty. You had a very productive day. That's good to hear, Christy. Tell me all about it. If you want to, that is. You know. Or you can tell me later when you come over. Oh shit. I shouldn't have told everybody that. My bad. I'm sorry, shorty. I won't let our secret out. Shh. Christy be like, this guy's fucking on crack. So something's going on around here. Oh, cleaned, organized, yeah, no. Okay. That's good. I'm glad. I kind of sort of did the same thing. I cleaned up around here and I went upstairs and I folded all my clothes and packed it all away. But I saw the weather for this weekend. It's supposed to be in the 60s, so I can't pack away my sweats yet. But I'm probably gonna end up doing it at the end of the month. So this week is gonna be north, so it's gonna be a little chilly. So I might have to wear like some sweats or something. So I can't pack them away yet. But I wanted to pack all my winter clothes away. But then I said, nah, I'll just fold them all and just leave it all there, and then I'll pack it away later, or at the end of the month. So I kind of did the same thing over the weekend. My apartment looks clean, good to go. I washed my dishes, packed up a few things. So yeah, I feel clean and organized too. That's why you my shawty. See, it's okay. Lucky rejected me, so that means you're still my shawty. My shawty, my shawty. They licked the cereal bowls. Oh shit! I'm sure they must have loved that. Diamond used to love licking every damn day. I told her I'm taking applications for housewives. And she makes McCrae's. You know what McCrae's are? Like making dream catchers and shit like that, and these little doodles you hang up and stuff. She makes this. I told her she's gotta make money off of them. She could stay here and I'll cook for her. All she gotta do is wash dishes and make those things, and sell them. She said, "Nah, I don't want you, bro." Plus, she's taller than me. Yeah, I'm saying it on purpose. My Chris. Yeah, yeah. She said, "Oh, you lick the cereal bowls. You said the dog. You brought the dog in. You was talking about yourself. All right, bro. I got you. My bad. I got these women, aggravating me, with their McCrae's. It's all good. It's Sunday. We can do that. You gotta laugh and have fun. It's life. Actually, I don't. I don't. You may believe that, but I'm not. I wake up grateful. I really do. On a serious note, I wake up grateful every day. I wake up grateful every day knowing that I ain't gotta live with you. That's the best part of my morning. When I wake up and I look over the other side, there's nobody there to aggravate me. I said, thank God I don't have a Leo next to me. I wouldn't even be able to sleep at night. That bitch probably choke me, or suffocate me with a pillow, or slap me when I snore. I said, thank God I don't wake up to no aggravating woman. Aggravate me. That's the best part of my morning. So you walk right into that. I would only wake up aggressive and aggravated if I was waking up to a woman. No, she wouldn't. Hell no. Absolutely, shorty. You know, it definitely can. Sleeping ain't one of them. That's annoying. No, that'll never happen in life. No, even in the army, we had bunks. Somebody was up top and somebody down below. You know where I was? Mm, Nowhere near the top. No. Yeah, we can have, me and you can have skin to skin connection. Yeah. We could spoon all night. Yeah. If you like spooning, then we can spoon all night. See? I ain't even got to give you the spoon. We just, be spoons. I ain't got to have some every night. It's cool. But if you want it, then it's all good. Yeah. I won't be sleeping next to no man. That ain't happening. Hell motherfucking no. It's not my thing. I know. That's how you are. That's why I don't want no woman like you. Because when you don't get your way, you're going to want to choke me and kill me. Choke me, spank me, pull my hair. Choke me, spank me, pull my hair. That's what you'll be doing when you don't get your way. Mark, baby. Yes. What you want now, woman? Don't talk to me like that. I made your food and washed your dishes. I don't give a fuck. I pay your bills, ho. Shut your damn mouth. Don't you dare call me a hoe. Okay, Lee Ho. I fucking hate you. I'm gonna fucking choke you in your sleep. Oh yeah, you would, huh? I got a camera in there. Fucking put your murder out there. I know, right? She said that's. Oh, I know. I'm talking. I'm joking, but I'm talking facts. I know what it's like. Trust me, yo. I know how these people are. I'll tell you a story. Actually, I shouldn't tell this story. I'm not gonna say it. Karma is a beautiful thing. Some people deserve karma, let me tell you. Some people always think that the grass is greener on the other side. They leave somebody decent. They leave somebody. I know somebody very well, and they left somebody that I know very well, and they went and found a hoe, tried to make him a housewife. It didn't work, and then she ended up choking his ass, beating his ass. They're still together. And then the latest was she pulled out a knife on him and told him she was going to kill him. So you know that mofo ain't sleeping that night. And I said, good. When I heard all that shit, I said, good, motherfucker, you deserve it. You left a perfectly good woman to go to a hoe to get choked, threatened, and slapped. Good. Hopefully you come home one day and see her face down, ass up, and someone fucking beating her from behind. So it can teach you another lesson. Give you your own medicine for cheating on your wife. It's coming. I know that's the next news is gonna come. I guarantee it. Soon as she finds a sucker to take her in and get her away from him, that's how she's gonna get out. That's how most people get out of their relationships. Not my problem. But yeah. every couple months I hear about this person and what they go through, and I said, good, that's what they get. Yeah. This person says, nah, I'm sweet. My fighting days are over. Shut your ass up. You love arguing. Dan says CPR is not foreplay. I know, right, Christy? All this choke talk. Gotta watch out for these damn people. They choke me. I don't know. Uh-huh. Yeah. And I'm the Pope. Honestly, I can never be in an abusive relationship. I can never be the abuser or the one person that's abused. I just can never do that. I'll walk away one time. That ain't happening. Ain't no woman hitting me. You must be out of your fucking mind. You hit me, I'm hitting you. It's gonna be you to me to you to that floor, sleep. And that's the end of our relationship. You ain't gonna be beating off of me or choking me. You must be out of your damn mind. I know what I would do. I'd tie her ass up, put duct tape on her mouth, like you see in the movies, and I'll put her on the chair and I'll tie her up to that chair and I'll put some water on her face, bring her back to reality, and I'll be like, now, we're gonna have a conversation, sweetheart. Don't you ever put your hands on me again, you understand? So this is your chance. You do it again, and you're gonna end up being in this chair with duct tape again. Understand? Or you can go fishing and you ain't gonna come back. So don't put your fucking hands on me, and then we'll be all right. Okay? Okay. Untie her, and I guarantee she won't do that shit again. You're fucking right. I'll teach her a lesson. You would, huh? You won't. Especially if you're doing it for no reason. Hell no. Nah, if I did something bad to you and you beat the shit out of me, then I'll accept it. But, I ain't going to do that. So I'll never be in that predicament. No, I don't like violence either, but sometimes you have to protect yourself. Someone hits you, I'm not going to allow them to, get away with it. Fuck no. You hit me, I'm hitting you. Now, if you don't hit me, then I won't hit you. It's that simple. But violence is never a solution. Violence is, bad, obviously. So you don't want that. Hey, Fiona, how you doing? But I don't know how this guy I'm talking about, I don't know how he allowed his girlfriend to do all that shit and still with her. He must love living in fear. Or you must love the fact that, you get slapped up by your girlfriend. Hell no. I wouldn't want nobody talking about me like that. Mark, he got slapped up by his girlfriend. That's like the worst thing you can do as a man. Hell no. All right, Silver bro. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your night and your day, bro. Remember, the applications might be coming to your email, so check your email for the applications. Let me know how it goes, bro. Oh, you got a mod somewhere? All right, bro. Have fun, man. Been there, done that. I don't mod for nobody no more. Any person I mod for is Marley. I only mod for Marley. That's it. Marley's terrible. I'm sure you guys know who Marley is, but that's the only person I really truly mod for. I only give her the time of day as a mod. But I didn't mod for 50 channels like somebody else, but I modded for at least 10 back in the day. Oh, you're right. I'll reply, I'm half your age. Yeah, you need to get yourself a nice older lady to take care of you, bro. He ain't mine for no damn money. I'm no damn body. I ain't seeing you blue in no damn channel. Stop lying. You lying ass Leo. Shut your ass up. I ain't seeing you blue nowhere. How you been, Fiona? Shut up. Anybody want you modding for me? You're too damn lazy. Yeah, she is. Yeah. That's my good friend, Marley. Me and her are gonna do a live together soon. She asked me to do a live with her soon, so I will. I'll keep you guys posted. We haven't done one in a while, but we're gonna end up doing a live together. Talk some shit and do readings for people and stuff. Yeah, she came on the beginning of this week. She came on, and then she wants me to do a live with her. So I'm gonna do a live with her probably soon. Probably this month sometime. I'll let everybody know, obviously. And I'm sure Kitty and I will do another one soon. Talk some more shit. Well, we'll make sure I have your email now, so I'll email you if you want me to. I'll email you to make sure you're there, Fiona. If you give me the okay to email you to say, hey, we're coming live tomorrow or tonight at this time, I'll do it for you. If you give me the permission to email you. I know I have your email, but I don't have the permission to use it. But if you say, yes, Mark, please do, I would gladly do that for you, Fiona. Because I'm cool like that. Or if I see you the day before, I'll remind you. Okay? I even email you and remind you. Hola, Shakima, ¿cómo está? Hello, Miss Tanya. How art thou? Feel better? Good boy, Dan. Go get them brownie points, bro. You feeling better? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me happy knowing that you feel better. What the fuck is that? I ain't reading that damn person. My friend sent me a message. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know these damn people. He's telling he's gonna go see his BBLs online. Okay, Lucky. Take care. Is that kiss for me? Thank you. Don't tell Leo, okay? She got mad. Yes, she is. You're welcome, Tanya. I'm glad you're better. Of course you do. She's one of your favorite mods. That's because she's an Aquarius. Oh, dang. Cool. All right. Because she's an Aquarius. That's why. All Aquarius, well, most Aquariuses are amazing. That's why she has her as a mod and a friend. See, Leos can't be satisfied with just anybody. They need Aquariuses in their life. Most people need Aquariuses in their life. They do the thinking. You know, that's why you guys love me. I do the thinking for you. Yes, Tanya, you'll be all right. And what about the truck? Is it fixed now? I saw your video this morning, but I don't know if that was like today or yesterday or recent. Because I know you upload videos and stuff. There's a lot of people from Texas in here that I've met. I've met so many people in here from Texas or from that area, you know. I know somebody from Houston. I know somebody from Dallas. I've always had somebody around here from that area. I still do have a few people I know. I haven't seen my other friend in a while. She's from Houston. She hasn't come online in a while. She hasn't come in here in a while. She's my shawty too. Christy. It's too early to yawn, Mark. It's only 10:25. Tell you I was gonna be on here more often. See, now I got no basketball to watch, no hockey to watch. I don't feel like watching the other teams. Maybe this will change my sleeping pattern to go to bed before midnight. That'll be nice. That's a good thing, actually. Get my ass to bed early, so that way I can wake up early and put my sleeping clock back to normal. I be going to bed late, waking up late, and then it fucks up my program. Well, I could give everybody a message. I just don't feel like reading a whole pile of shit. I need something short and sweet, or short and thick and does a trick. One of the two. Yeah, that was like I was busy some of those times. I had a lot of people coming in here, wouldn't let me go fucking sleep. But I try not to stay up that late no more. a lot of people that come in here are behind me in time, and the people who are ahead of me in time are already into their morning. So I'm on a different time zone as everybody else. Some people are only an hour behind me, but a lot of people are 2, 3, 4 hours behind me. And then some people over the other side of the world, they're way ahead. But my ever since the time changed last month, it screwed up my whole like days and shit. Then I'm like, fuck. Uh, like I don't feel like doing this. And then I'm like, because it's not it's summertime, I no problem sleeping. Because when I go outside and I do work and I get all hot and sweaty and it drains my body, I'm like, yeah, I can go sleep one time. But if I'm not really working hard, like during the winter, spring months, then I'm not really tired and I go to bed late and I'm like, all right, I'll go to sleep eventually. And lately, the past couple of days, because of the full moon energy, I've been dreaming a lot. The last 4 days, I've dreamt a lot about all stupid ass shit that makes no sense. Yeah, Shakima, that's you're on the East Coast, so that's only an hour behind me. Anybody on the East side is usually only an hour. But then if you're in the Midwest, it's like 2 hours. And then there's mountain time, specific time, and all that shit. So people in California are like 4 hours behind me. So that's why, like, when I'm up here till like 3 o'clock in the morning, people are like, "Oh, I'm glad I caught you live." I'm like, "Well, I kind of want to go to sleep." No, please stay. So yeah, it's not every night, but it sucks being ahead sometimes. You got the crazy dreams too. Yeah, I'm aggravated with the dreams. I wish I wouldn't have dreams. I really wish I would, but that'd be impossible. Everybody dreams. Hawaii has their own time zone. Oh yeah, I'm sure they're way far away from me. They're on the other side of the world. From Hawaii to Bermuda, it'll take a whole day of traveling. That's for sure. They're way the hell away. When are you gonna hear about the truck, Tanya? Any word on the truck? Have you heard anything about it? I mean, I know it's the weekend, so they might not be working on it today. Hawaii a Luton Standard Time. Shit, that's crazy. It's 3:30 there now. Oh shit. So they're 7 hours behind. Fuck that. So they must be like the ones that are the most far behind. They're closed on weekends. I'm hoping to hear some news tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I figured as much. That's why when I saw you post that video, I was like, this ain't the truck. This ain't the she doesn't have her truck back yet. I saw the snow on the side and I'm like, it ain't snowing like that. Yeah, let's hope you hear something from. Hopefully it's good news. At least it's not the retrograde. So, but it's a full moon in Scorpio, so it might affect some type of shit. I know the full moon always affects me with dreams and shit. Yeah, I figured as much. I was like, this can't be today's video. It's only temporary, Tanya. You'll be all right. Sometimes spirit puts us in these predicaments to, you know, I know that sometimes it might seem like it's not good for you, but then when you look back on it a month from now, you'd be like, you know what? Maybe that's why, you know. Yeah, that's fine. Do whatever you can do. If it keeps you busy, then that's it. You know? Yeah. Just be a big girl, you know? Don't let shit get to you. I know it's easier said than done, and I know sometimes I probably make it seem like, problems don't exist, but the reason I talk like this is because I don't want people to allow problems to exist in their minds, you know? Exactly. Yeah. So at the end of the day, whatever we have to go through, we have to go through, you know? Sometimes I say to myself, if I didn't have to take care of my mom all the time, then I'd have more time to do other things. And then I say, you know what? I'd rather take care of my mom and relax and take it one day at a time and fuck this shit, you know? But before, I would say, my mom would always say, oh, you don't have to be here all the time. I don't want to be a burden in your life. And when I hear her say that, it makes me feel like some type of way, you know? And then I say to myself, you know what, Mark, you don't have to do this shit now. You can just wait, or wait for some other time and just do it some other time. It's not a big deal. Just make sure like you take care of your mother, you know? And that's what I do. Like I have to catch myself sometimes and say, hey, you know, fuck doing that. Just take care of mom for now, you know? And that's how I look at life. And I think everybody should look at things that way, you know? Yeah, exactly. It's not your first rodeo, exactly. Right, and work can wait. Fuck that work. Who cares? Fuck your job and your work. You got to take care of your mental health, your life. Sometimes work has to wait. I can give you another example. Hey, T Rose, sweetie, what's up? I can tell you something right now, right? Let me give you this example real quick. I know this doesn't it's just an example, but I know you know about it, right? You remember I told you my friend's wife that I care about. She had, some medical issues and she had to get flown away. The doctors didn't know what was wrong with her. She was out of work for 6 months. She couldn't do no work for 6 months. She was at the hospital for 3 months away in Boston. Then she had to come back here and regroup. And she's still not 100%, but she told me she's the woman I did the towel warmer for this week on Monday, right? Now, she was also worried about her job and all that. But here she is months later, and she still has her job, and life went on without her. And that's why when I hear you say things on here, and you worry about that, don't. Being out of work for a couple days is nothing like being out of work for a couple months. She didn't get fired. They don't treat her different. She still got the same job. Now she just has to, get cracking and do what you got to do. When you're not around, someone else is gonna do it. So you can't think the worst all the time, or think that You might say, oh, these people might think worse of me, or they might say I'm a fucking lazy bitch because I'm not working, or I got too much time off. It don't matter what anybody thinks. All that matters is you're doing what you have to do for your life. That's all that matters. Is you do what's best for you. And that's what's something that was a hard thing for me to accept. Because I'm always taking care of everybody else. And sometimes I forget about myself. And then I say to myself, you know what? I'm all right. I'm just going to take care of moms and make sure she's okay until the day she dies. When one day when my mom dies, I'll be free of all my duties. You know what I'm saying? And until then, I can just deal with it. I'm cool with that. You know? So fuck work. Fuck what anybody thinks about me. If they see my van parked outside my mom's house, they're gonna be like, oh, Mark ain't got no work. He's always at his mama's house. You think I care if somebody says that? You ain't paying my bills. You don't see my fucking name in the Bermuda Credit Association owing somebody money. Do you? No. So go fuck yourself. Don't worry about me. But see, nobody says nothing no more because they know what I'm about. So they don't say fucks and don't get back to me. And we shouldn't worry about what people think anyway. You know? Exactly. There you go. That's what I want you to say. Fuck damn people. Worry about them. Worry about what these people think. And guess what? If you were to get fired today, someone else is gonna take your job and they're gonna aggravate them. And then if you go get another job tomorrow, you're gonna get aggravated by a whole new set of motherfuckers. It's just the way life is. It's always gonna be that way. Always. Always and forever. It's always gonna be some bullshit every time. Guaranteed. It's always gonna be some bullshit. Life is never gonna be perfect. Exactly what T Rose said. T Rose is learning from me. That's why she loves me. She sounded like Marky just now. She's learning from her Aquaman. Don't get jealous. I know, right, Shaquille? It always some bullshit. It ain't never gonna end. You know? Doesn't matter if you go on your own, if you work for somebody, you're always gonna have bullshit clients, bullshit ways, bullshit people. People are just people. You just gotta you just gotta stay strong for yourself. The main thing in life is to take care of you first. Everybody else should come afterwards. So I take care of myself. I do what I want to do now. And I'm at a point where I can work when I want and do whatever I want. And I think I got put into that position because of my family life. I got put in the position I'm put in so I can help my mom every day. And that's the main reason I feel like my life has changed the way it has. It's created I feel like spirit created a a position for me where I can not have to work all the time and take care of my mom. And I feel like I do that now and I get rewarded even more for doing it. So I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's easy to live. Because sometimes I really don't know how I get lucky enough to not work as much as I used to and still live okay and be happy and still take care of my mom, you know? So that's why I'm happy that God, blesses me every day to help my mom and help myself and my family and just like help everybody and still live free to do what I want. And that's a great feeling, in my opinion. You know, 5 years ago, I couldn't do that, but I'm doing it now. So, but it came at the right time when my mom needs me the most. And that's cool. I'm good with that. Yeah, doing the type of work you do, Tanya, you can always work for yourself. You just sub yourself out. You know, anybody who has computer knowledge can work on their own. You know, there's so many things out there that you can do. Sounds good, T Rose. That sounds like a nice plate. Yeah, exactly, Tanya. Yeah. Well, there you go. You will, Christy. As soon as you get on that flight and you tell the plane to go to Bermuda Triangle, and you'll be all right. Then you can be there when you can be there. I'll put your ass to work on OnlyFans while I'm, you know, home and stuff. I'll promote you, promote your tours. We'll be rich in no time. Shit. I'm glad nobody takes offense to that. Oh shit. I love using that shit. It's so funny. Cause I know one thing, if I was a woman, I'd fucking do it. Hell yeah. Damn right. That's why God said, no, no, I'm giving you a D, not a coochie. I know what you're up to. Cause in 2026, you're gonna say, fuck working hard. I'm gonna show this coochie. Oh man, we have to laugh though. You know, it's don't take life so serious, man. And I know there's people in here who have lost their parents. So for those who have, I know that you shouldn't take life serious no more. Because once you see somebody go you really love, like it opens your eyes up to not be so serious and enjoy life more and not to feel sorry for yourself or, shit like that. I know it's hard and it's easier said than done, like I always say. But I feel like, if we do that, we live better. We have less, worries. Let go and let God is what I always say to people. Let it all go and let God and spirit deal with everything. Sometimes you just gotta like say take the wheel and just keep doing what you gotta do. Like you got a hospital job. You want one here? They're always looking for somebody here. Yeah. I stay far away from that place though. I don't know how you people do that. I could never go to a hospital every fucking day. That place to me is like I want to stay far away from that. Hell no. I'll drop you off outside if you need a lift. Yeah. There's plenty of jobs at the hospital. That's easy. There's old foreigners working at the hospital. There's hardly any Bermudians working at that hospital. When I went there to visit my dad or visit anyone, it was all foreigners pretty much. There's hardly anybody there that's Bermudian. Because Bermudians don't want to work in that place. Oh well, there's definitely jobs for you here for that. You can get a job. That's a job that's always available. Fuck. The hospital always needs people, especially here in this shithole. Actually, I take that back. Bermuda's not a shithole. Yeah. Sometimes I call it a shithole because it could be better. But that's everywhere in the world, you know. I'm blessed to live here. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't trade it for anything. If I was a nurse, I would actually work for myself. I would do house calls within a 2 hour radius of where I live. And I would get like some clients that I would go do house calls for and do things, bandage up shit, change up bandages and all that bullshit. That's what I would do if I was a nurse or had like that paperwork. I work for myself and then work off the insurance. Pay the insurance pays for your shit. And you get paid by the insurance. Or however it is. I don't know how it works, but I'm sure it's like that. Well, nowadays being a nurse or a doctor is a big task. I honestly I bless people. I feel like, people that do that are blessed because that's a very hard job. I would not want to do that. I honestly would. I couldn't handle being a doctor or a nurse. Hell no. Lisa does that too. Lisa that comes in here, she's a full time like nurse too. I think she says she works at a hospice full time, like all day, every day. God bless your souls, not me. I've had a lot of people that come in here that are nurses. Tons of people that come in here that do that type of work. Don't put things into that woman's head. Tell me you can move in with Mark. No, no. You move in with me. Imagine I'll be doing readings. She be coming down the stairs. Hey guys, I'm here. Guess what, Leo? He cooked me steak and he's so nice to me. He's cooked me steak and mac and cheese. I gave him a hand job in the kitchen. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have told you guys that. He was teaching me how to DJ today. Yeah, that's what I said, Fiona. I was like, hell no, woman. I don't know how the fuck you do that. Seeing people like on their deathbed every day. I couldn't do that, man. That would be crazy. I'll be doing readings in there all fucking day and never getting no work done. I'll tell you, like I tell everybody, there's so much jobs in Bermuda, and Bermuda has a lot of jobs for foreigners. There's so many foreigners here right now. They're everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's a foreigner. It's just the only problem now is housing. Like to find yourself an apartment and all that shit is hard. So it's a pain in the ass. Everybody's always asking me for an apartment or if I know anybody that has one. Because, see, a lot of people in Bermuda got fed up with people not paying rent, people ruining their apartments that they made them into Airbnbs. So now that when foreigners come here, they don't have to pay the full price of a hotel. They can go into somebody's Airbnb apartment and they come and go. And the apartment don't get ruined by some jackass and they get paid. See. What your rent is in a month, they can get that in a week by pimping out that apartment for a couple $100s a day, you know? So that's what a lot of people are doing here in Bermuda. So a lot of Bermudians are mad because they can't find an apartment, or the foreigners have it, or the foreigners are benefiting off of it. So if they know you're a foreigner coming here to work on a work permit, they'd rather give it to you because they know you're not going to be here forever. So they put you on like a 2-year lease. Whereas a lot of these Bermudian dickheads, they take advantage of everything and ruin everything. So it makes it worse for everybody else to get a place to stay. I know a guy that's been looking for 2 years for a decent apartment. He still can't find one. But like I said, the foreigners have the first decent choice because they know that you're not going to be here long. And they know you're on a work permit, so you have to pay for the rent. Or the company you work for pays for it. You see what I'm saying? So doing that type of thing, you'll benefit. A lot of my cousins from Portugal came here to work and they made good money and went back home and lived a good life. They just wanted to, spend a couple years here. A lot of my family from Portugal came here to work. My grandfathers both came here. My uncle came here to do a big carpentry job one time for a couple years. My uncle came here for 12 years. He said when he used to wash the clothes, he didn't wash it properly, so he would hang it on the line and it'll be fucking hard as a rock because he didn't know how to clean it properly. He said his shit was all fucked up because he had to learn how to do everything on his own because he didn't have his wife. His wife was home with the kids while he came here to sacrifice. So, pain in the ass, A lot of people don't know what life is. Like they think that life is so easy. But I was fortunate to live here and be born here. I didn't have to go to another country to make money. I can live here. So I'm grateful for that. That's why I always thank my grandfather in spirit for giving me what I have today. If it wasn't for him making a sacrifice, it wouldn't have made my life better. But a lot of people are so selfish, they don't look at life like that. And I'm sure you're a lot of parents that you guys, you know, did the same thing. Probably left their countries to make their lives better. And you benefit off of it now. So I feel like we gotta, always be thankful for the sacrifices others made for us. Tanya always uses that word, a nomad. Yeah, see? Fiona, you said your father left uh, India and came to America. See, there you go. So you're one of those Indian hotties. Do you have like the red dot on your forehead or no? She'd be like, Mark, come on now. I ain't that deep. But you never know. You ain't got to answer that question, but I always think of Indian people like that. The women, like fully clothed, and they have the little red dot on their forehead. There's like an Indian lady here. She still dresses like that. She has the little red dot on her forehead, and she's always walking around the city. And she has like this full like robe clothes thing. And she has her kid with her. Always got a kid by his hand. I always see that lady. Well, unfortunately, when you go to another country, you always have to face racism. My dad faced the same thing when he came here. Hey, you Portuguese bastard, go back to your country. You can't be here working at my country. And one time, my dad, he was living here so long that he had Bermuda status, right? Because when you live in a country for a long period of time, you can get status and get citizenship, right? So my dad had citizenship of Bermuda because back then there was not that many people here, so they wanted to create more of a society, more of people. So my dad had his Bermuda status, right? They called it. So this person in Bermuda reported him to told him, he even told my dad, "Oh, I'm going to report you to the what's it called, the immigration." You know, you don't have the red dot. Okay, cool. Even if you did, I just thought I asked. But he reported my dad to immigration, and then immigration told him, how could you report a man that already has status here? So they told him, yes, he was a foreigner, but now he's got Bermuda status. He's been here for 12 years. So the guy felt so cheap and he felt so mad that he tried to get my dad in trouble and thought my dad, because my dad never answered him, right? So he thought my dad was hiding, like that he was an illegal immigrant, right? So my dad told him, I have nothing to explain to you, So my dad told him, I ain't gonna say anything to you because I don't really care what you think, you know? And so he ended up thought he was snitching on my dad, but he ended up snitching on himself and looking like an idiot. So then he got fired like about a week later for doing that to my dad. Because when my dad's boss found out, he fired him and said, "Look, don't be trying to get my staff into any type of immigration problems. You just should have just came to me. I would have told you. Don't start trouble around here. You're fired. You went behind my back and went to immigration, and immigration called me, questioning who I have on my job. So you could have got, you're doing dumbass shit." So my dad said he never saw that guy ever again. But my dad went through it too, Fiona. He went through a lot of racist bullshit, because people are like that. But a lot of people go through racism. It's just a part of life. It's still going on today. And it's sad. In my earlier life, I was saying the same thing about, how that can be always, that's always going to be an issue, especially in religion. But at the end of the day, nobody should let that bother you because we can't let the minority ignorant people ruin it for us. You know, there's always going to be that one person. And like I always say to everybody, your own kind will hurt you the worst. So that's how I feel about that. Hey, Barbie, your great grandfather came from Germany. Yeah. I always tell everybody the story about my grandfather. He came here to Bermuda for a few years, and then after he was here for a few years, he ended up getting Bermuda status and ended up getting citizenship, and then bring my mom here. And then my mom and him got married and created a family here. Yours truly, the best thing they ever made. And yeah, life is what it is right now. So I thank my grandfather in spirit every day. That's why I got so mad when they didn't put a plaque on his grave. How could you disrespect the man who gave you the life you have today? So that's why I put a plaque on his grave with his name and his birthday on it. Because I thought it's the most disrespectful thing. For 50 years, you never had this plaque on this man's grave, but yet he's the one who brought you here. Then people wonder why I don't deal with people. Yeah, it is, Fiona, but you know what? I got that treatment as well. When the government changed here, um, a lot of my friends said, "Oh, who you gonna vote for? You're gonna vote for, the white guys or the black guys?" And I said, "I'm not voting for nobody because not one of them come to my door and asked me to vote for them." So they just giggled. And then I said, I have my own business, so I don't really care about the government. I just have to pay their fees, pay social insurance and pension. And then I have to pay for my bills, and that's it. The government don't pay for me. The government don't give me work. So then they were like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck if they're white, black, Portuguese, Asian, Canadian. I don't give a fuck what they are. If they come to my door and say, I can do this for you, Mark, then I'll vote for you. But you ain't knocking on my door. Ain't no government people knock on my door talking about I can make things right or I can give you work. Ain't nobody does that shit. So I ain't voting for you. Fuck you and your government." That's how I feel personally. So I don't really have a racism problem. People that come in here are all colors, shapes, sizes, and forms and nationalities. I never discriminate anybody who comes in here. You know, my two best friends are different nationalities. One's black and one's Mexican. Those are my two best friends, and I'm Portuguese, and we were all born here. So we're all Bermudians, we're just different. And those are my best friends. So I don't really care about all that type of shit. It don't bother me. Race and color never bothers me. It's who you are as a person. If you're good to me, I'm good to you. You want to be my friend, I'll be your friend. If you cannot look at who I am or what I am or what color my skin is, then we're good. So I ain't about that. Fuck you. I don't care about all that shit. You'll never see a racist burn in my body, trust me. Yeah. Like I said, my own people has fucked me over the most. The Portuguese community have fucked me royally in every way. So I hate Portuguese people more than I hate anybody else. And that's the fact of life. That's the truth. And it's sad that I have to say that, but it's true. Especially here. Let me tell you, people be hating on each other all the time. And it's your own kind. That's the sad part. So me, I don't really give a fuck about none of that shit. Did I go to high school with him? Yeah. Mhm. My best friend is my cousin. He's Portuguese and Mexican, and he's my cousin and my best friend. I've known him the longest. His dad's Portuguese and his mom's Mexican, and he's been my best friend since I was probably 5 years old. We lived in the same neighborhood. We went to the same school. We dropped out of school together. We both had businesses together. We both work with each other. I've known him the longest. So, and then my other best friend, I've known him for 30 years. He's the one I did electrical with. He's a black guy. And he's probably like my second best friend. And him and I are really good friends. He's a Scorpio, and my cousin I'm talking about, my best friend, he's a Taurus. So we're all fixed signs. But yeah, those are my best friends. And we all worked together, and we all went to school and stuff. And my black friend, he didn't go to school with me, but he went to the school next door to me. So I still saw him here and there. Yeah. But yeah, I've known him forever. He taught me how to do electrical and stuff, and we worked together. We smoked a lot of weed together. Went away a few times together. So those are my two best friends here in Bermuda, for sure. And probably one of my best friends online was Sue, and she was black, and she was one of the most beautiful people I've ever known in my life. So, and I knew her for like, I don't know, a couple years, I guess, about 5 years. I known her before she passed away. And yes, Barbie's one of my besties on here. I've known Barbie for a very long time. And I know you know Sue. Sue is around the same time. So, like I said, I have a lot of friends in all races, colors, countries. It don't bother me. That shit never gonna be a part of my life. I can never ever like be that type of person that judges somebody for what color they are, what race they are, what country they're in. It don't bother me. I have a lot of Filipino friends too here in Bermuda. I know a lot of Filipino people. They're good people. A lot of people talk shit about Filipinos here. They're dirty. They're at the bottom of the barrel workers. You know, they're all a bunch of scavengers and they people just the shit out of Filipinos here. And I have so many Filipino friends here. They're so nice, man. Such good people. Very religious, very hardworking. If I call one of my Filipino air conditioning friends, he'll come here easy, do shit for me. Nice people, man. Our local church priest is Filipino. He's a nice guy. He came to the hospital and helped my dad that time and blessed him. And my dad actually came out of the hospital and lasted a few more months after he blessed my dad. He did my dad's funeral. He did a very good job. Very nice guy, man. So a lot of people here disrespect Filipinos and Portuguese and the Canadians, the Americans. You know, people here in Bermuda think they own Bermuda, but they're a bunch of assholes and they ruin it for their own kind and their own, country. Unfortunately, the king came here, the king of England, because as everybody knows, Bermuda is a British colony, so we're owned by the British people, right? And the king came here for a visit, and his visit was shorter than expected. And you know, a lot of people were like, "Fuck you, you're not my king," and you know, "You're white this, you're white that," and I'm like, "Oh, here we go with the fucking racist bullshit again." And I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, you can't respect this guy for being the king of his country and his culture. He was born into that. He wasn't asked to do that. He was born into that. So I know he's not a well liked person. And I know that he's not technically your king. But at least respect, the person for coming to your country, you know. And he got a lot of love when he came here. He got a lot of love, more love than I expected. I was shocked. He came just now. He was here literally just now. He came on April 30th and he left today or yesterday. No, today or yesterday. I think he left today. So he was only here for like 4 days or something like that. He was supposed to be here to the 6th, but he cut his flight short because he ended up staying in America talking to Trump for longer than he was supposed to. Because he was in Washington just this week, just last week. I mean, talking to Trump. Then he came here to Bermuda for a couple of days. Yeah. So he was literally talking to Trump this week, and he came here to Bermuda to talk to our government leaders. King Charles, yeah. Yeah, from the UK. Who the heck you thought I was talking to? Talking about Jesus? That's the only king I knew. Yeah, that's true, Barbie. Unfortunately, that's the way it is for a lot of people. But I think our families all go through bullshit. And we all have our opinions and ways. I think everybody experiences racist bullshit. At one point in their life, it's a part of life. Unfortunately, it still exists, and I wish that you know it didn't exist, but I know it always will because people are ignorant. Yeah, it's okay, Fiona. I know that's how you are. Yeah, so he was here for a couple of days. People talk shit. Other people praised him, loved him, you know. And I could see videos of like people like saying, "Oh, look, it's King Charles. So that's so cool that he came here." And other people like, "Fuck that guy. He's not my fucking king. Kiss my ass." And I'm like, you guys are so immature and so stupid. Technically, he's not our king. He doesn't like. He's not coming here to get you to bow down in front of him and kiss his feet. You fucking moron. Like, give a fuck about that guy. I don't give a shit if he was here. I didn't go see him. I could care less. Like I said, you ain't my king, bro. My king is Jesus Christ. That's who my king is. Not no King William, Prince, whoever. I don't give a fuck about no King Charles. I don't give a fuck about no Queen Elizabeth shit. I ain't none of my those people ain't nothing to me. The royal family is Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. That's my royal family right there. Those are the people who run the world, not no fucking King Charles and his hoe and everything else. So yeah, those people ain't nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. But I respect what they are and who they are. I respect the fact that that's their life, royal family, all that bullshit, kings and queens and all that. That's their life. Yes, they own Bermuda and they run Bermuda. Technically, we're a British colony, but we have our own government and our governor is from there, but our president is Bermudian and he's the biggest jackass in the world. And he's not doing anything like special for Bermuda. All they do is put us in debt and they just blame the previous government. Like I said, ain't no member of the parliament in my constituency that comes knocking on my door and tells me they're gonna make my life better. It ain't happening. And they won't because they technically do not give a shit about you. The government doesn't care. If they did, then life would be a lot easier in every country. They're just worried about six-figure paychecks coming into their account. That's all they're worried about. But guess what? They're gonna die just like us. So I don't really care. Fuck them. Yeah, Prince William and his wife, um, I think they're cool, to be honest, Tanya. I like him. He actually like stands up. Like he's actually against the war and he talks very well, Prince William. I think he's a cool guy. And I think his wife gets scrutinized too much. But see, he's a person who didn't go with that royal shit, right? He just does whatever the fuck he wants, you know. But they got criticized so much during her pregnancy of her like dancing in the hospital that time, and people just like say anything to disrespect people. Like they're just so fucking dumb. Oh my god, she's married to the prince. Why would she be twerking and dancing pregnant in the hospital? It's people having fun. It's like a TikTok trend that she did or something. Like what the fuck is wrong with you people? Or because you're like in a royal family, you don't have to be all prim and proper, you know. Like it's 2026, sweetheart. Like grow the fuck up. Like these are normal people, you know. They just have a label on them. Got over it. You're just jealous. So I get mad when I see things like that. But these people, they just want to live their lives too. People are always very critical of everybody. People think that, oh, you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that, or you should do what I think you should do. Man, go fuck yourself. Leave these people alone. Yes, Tanya, me too. Yeah, Princess Diana was one of the most influential, peaceful women ever. And how she died was fucked up, and people think that, you know, King Charles had something to do with her death and covered it up. So that's why people don't like him, because they still think that he hired people to kill her and the bodyguard. So something went on there. But those people are all corrupt, man. And his son is that other idiot, he's involved with Epstein, and his ass is all over the internet. So, those people are all sick in the head, all weird ass people. But to each their own, I don't care. Ain't nothing to do with me. Ain't nothing to do with me. Yeah, apparently, Fiona, that's what happened. Yeah, that's apparently the case. Yeah, yeah, that's what I say. It ain't my country. It ain't my problem. Even though they have ties to Bermuda, but they still don't really run anything here. Yeah, Andrew, that asshole. Yeah, but to each their own. I don't care. As long as they leave me alone, I'm good. And as far as any government, every government that I've witnessed in Bermuda, they ain't done nothing for me technically. All I do is pay my bills and mind my business. I don't really care about government people. One time I went on a flight in Boston, and the president of Bermuda was in first class on my flight. And I shook his hand and I said, "Thank you for everything you've done. I appreciate, your I commend you for your service as a president of Bermuda." And he said, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate your kind words." And I said, "Have a good flight." And that was it. That's the first time I ever spoke to a president in Bermuda. I saw him on my flight, and I stopped, shook his hand, thanked him for all he did. And then a couple years after that, he got out, and a new guy came in, and he's been there since. So that was probably like 8 years ago, 10 years ago. So yeah, he was Bermuda's best president, in my opinion. But if you're the best, they always try to get you out, right? Because you're always doing the good, and the bad people always want to corrupt and make him. He fought for Bermuda, though. He still does. His name is Michael Dunkley. He's still involved with politics, but not as much. He's kind of like, he's got a grandchildren now, so he doesn't really care anymore. His family's rich, and they work very hard for what they have. You know, he's a good man. Good man. I still speak to him till today when I see him. He's very open. Like, he don't walk around with no security or nothing. Like, he don't do all. You don't need all that shit here in Bermuda. Like, one thing, his he's a fucking gangster. Ain't nobody come up him talk to no fucking bullshit to him. He can hold his own. He's a big guy. So he's tall. He's a nice guy though. I think he was one of our best presidents. But unfortunately, a lot of people here didn't realize it until he was gone. But I voted for him. But after that, I never voted again. Because the president we have now, he's younger than me. And he don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He's a very arrogant bastard. He doesn't like to answer any questions. He takes more than he gives. He barely comes on TV and says anything. He gets all his little minions to do everything for him. He's not a very active president. I hardly ever see him. He mingles with people sometimes during like our holidays and stuff. He'll act like he's some great guy. No, I didn't go to school with him. Hell no. He went to a different school than me. He went to a private school, but not the one I went to. I know of him, but I don't really care for him. Yeah, he does, but he doesn't he doesn't appear on TV as much. Like, you see how you see Trump on TV every fucking day, literally. You don't see that guy on Bermuda's TV every day. He hides from reporters because he doesn't want like to answer questions. He just says, "Oh yeah, you guys will see," and then he'll call up on one of his minions, like the vice president or somebody that works for him. "Oh yeah, go to the podium and tell these people what I told you," and he'll just sit in the background like a little idiot and do nothing. I don't really care for him too much, to be honest. His administration has done a lot of good, but they've also done a lot of bad. I feel like if I were to grade them, I would say they're 50-50. Like they've done just as much good as they've done bad. And there's always room for improvement. But when they first got into power, they did a lot. But now that they've been there for a long time, they do bare minimum now. They do bullshit. They got too comfortable. Typical government. When they get in, you vote for them to get in. They do all this shit for you in the beginning, and then after a few years, they're like, "Yeah, fuck you." You know. So that's why I don't really vote for anybody anymore because they don't really do anything personally for me. So I'm like, "Fuck you." Yeah. Yeah, I would say I'd give them a C plus. To be honest, Fiona. No, I've never been to Texas. I wish. I know a lot of people there. I know a lot of people that live there. I would love to visit there, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe one day. Portugal is actually playing two games in the World Cup in Houston, I believe. I think it's Houston. Is it? I got the schedule here somewhere. Where did I put that shit? I think if they play the first two games in Houston, it's gonna be hot as a motherfucker in there. Hell no. Let me see. Yeah, they play in Houston. Yeah. Let me see this thing. Hold on a sec. I have the schedule here. So Portugal play in Houston on Wednesday, June 17th. So June 17th, Portugal play in Houston. And then there's other games in Dallas as well. Dallas and Houston are hosting the World Cup. They're hosting a few games. And Portugal, my team, they play in Houston on Wednesday, June 17th. That's something I would love to go see, but apparently the tickets are average of $1,000 to $2,000 per ticket, and I'm not paying all that fucking money. And then you got to find a place to live. That's another fucking $1,000 a night. Hell no. Fuck that shit. No, 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 no. I'd have to go on OnlyFans that week, make some extra money. If one of my friends on here found out that I was coming to Houston or Dallas, I wouldn't be able to do anything. She'd grab me and she'd be like, "You're coming with me. You're finally here." I wouldn't be able to leave. I'll probably get kidnapped by all my friends out there. They'll kidnap my ass. They'll come get me at the hotel. "No, he's mine. No, he's mine. No, I'm taking him home. I'm taking him. No, I'll take him to the game. Leave him alone. He's staying with me." I'm being serious too. I got a few friends out there that I'm really cool with on here. If they found out I was coming out there, I'll be good to go. I wouldn't need a place to stay. I mean, I wouldn't need a hotel. I'll have a place to stay. That's why I was considering it. I was considering going there and watching the game and staying at one of their places. I'd do it. But it's hot as fucks out there, man. It's hotter than Bermuda. I just have to wear speedos and a wife beater and no socks, sandals. It's hot as fuck's here, and it will be on June 17th. I tell you that. It's gonna be hot as shit here, but I know it's hot out there. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I can't remember the exact address of the person that I used to deal with on here, but I know she said she's close to Dallas, and I was supposed to go there during the COVID years, but I refused to get a shot, so I never went to go visit her. But I always said if I do go there, I want to visit her at least once, and then go around. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going there. I have to go here to Atlanta and Atlanta to Texas. That's how the flights are here. It'll be two flights. I have to go here to, well, here to Atlanta, Atlanta to, Texas. I think that's how it works, to be honest. Actually, let me check that. I think there's a direct flight to ATL. I think there is. I'm not sure. Yeah, Delta. We have a Delta flight here, 3 hours and 12 minutes nonstop from Bermuda to Atlanta. Then I would have to go ATL to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas International Airport. Yeah. See, I can go on Delta again from ATL to Texas 2 hours and 19 minutes. So I would have to fly like a couple hours just to get there, which is not that bad. So it'll be here to Atlanta direct, and then direct flight again on Delta. Probably the same flight, maybe, or at least it's Delta. And from Atlanta to Texas, that's not bad, to be honest. That's not a bad 2 hour. That's not a bad flight. 3 hours from here to ATL, and another 2 hours to go from here to Texas. So that's not bad. I wouldn't mind doing it because I checked that before, but it's still the same. It's the exact same flights. Yeah, I hear you. I'd go in a tent. I'll get a rental car and sleep in the back seat. I don't give a fuck. It won't be the first time. I did it in Rochester. When I went to Rochester, it was snowing so much that we couldn't find a hotel and we couldn't drive. So we all slept in the car the whole night. Fuck it. I said they was like, "You're cool with this?" I'm like, I was like, "Bro, I don't give a fuck. I got my music in the back trunk." I said, "We'll sit in the car, turn the fucking heater on, put some gas in this bitch, and we're good, bro." He's like, "You sure, bro?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I ain't worried. I don't give a fuck about no bed, bro. I'll sleep right here. I'm fucking tired." Had a big ass jacket on. I leaned over. I slept in the car. Bang. It won't be the first time. I'm cool. I'll sleep in a tent, car, or wherever. That's the least of my worries. I ain't gonna meet you, or I'll meet Lucky, yeah, but not you. I don't want to see your ass. What makes you think I want to come in there and see your ass? Hell no. I'll go see Lucky. I think it's at the Houston Texans Stadium, if I'm correct. Yeah. So you'd have to find out how far Houston Texans football stadium is from where you are, because I have to be close to that stadium in order to watch the game. But I doubt I'm going to go out there because I think, no, they go the end of June. Yeah, the end of June. My mom, my sister, and my nephews are going to Portugal because my nephew's playing for the Bermuda national basketball team, and I have to be here to take care of the houses and shit. So I think that if I go, if I were to go, that's where I would be. Is it the Houston Texans? That's what they're called, right? That's the name of the team. Houston Texans. Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, American football team. That's what they're called. Yeah. I got fucked up there for a minute. Doesn't even say where it is. It doesn't show it, I guess. No, don't zoom out, you jackass. Museum of thing, West Place thing, whatever. I don't know. I guess the stadium must be somewhere around there in the downtown area. I don't know. It doesn't even say. I would have to check it out. But yeah, apparently there's no more tickets left. It's a fucking joke. So annoying. I can't believe that everybody's gonna be watching that shit like that and spending all that money on a fucking ticket. I could never do that, man. I can't justify that shit. I ain't spending all that fucking money. Let me see some. Let me see what the ticket prices are now. Last time I checked, it was like $1,200. I was like, you must be nuts. Hell to the no. Yeah, Portugal, Houston, World Cup tickets. Let me see what it says. Fuck your cookies. I don't want your damn cookies. Leave me alone. I ain't want chocolate chip fucking cookies. All right, so June 17th is a Wednesday. Portugal versus Congo World Cup match. 12 p.m. Oh shit, they're gonna be playing during the day. NRG Stadium. What the fuck is that? Yeah, it must be. It must be that stadium, I guess. I'm not very familiar with those teams. What? 48 grand for a ticket for a center in the center. You must be out of your fucking tree. That's the most expensive ticket is $48,000 to sit mid court, midfield. You must be nuts. The average ticket is $1,000. It ain't nothing changed. They're actually going up. That's fucking nuts. I don't know how people are gonna pay all that money. You must be fucking crazy, you. I would never pay that much money for a ticket. For $1,000, that pays for my cable bill and my internet bill for months. Like, fuck am I going to go watch a game for 3 hours in your hot ass sun for $1,000? You must got me fucked up. The cheapest ticket here is $580, and that's nosebleed section. 515. Average ticket is, well, the cheapest ticket I've seen here so far is $500, and even that's expensive. I ain't never spent $500 on no damn soccer ticket in my life, but I'm not about to do it now. So the cheapest ticket is 515, and the highest ticket is $48,000. You must be on crack. Not in this lifetime. Hell, mofo, no. Hell no. She don't want me to meet Lucky, cause she know Lucky will fall in love with me, and then she'll lose her bestie. And she don't want T Rose to be with me either. She's a CB. She's a D blocker. She's a DB. CB is a little bit too raw. She's a DB. She's a D blocker. A tent with a cut. Yeah, that's fine. As long as the mosquitoes stay away from me, I'm good. When the mosquitoes biting me, I got a lot to eat. They be feasting on my ass. But I tell you one thing: if I were to go to Dallas, Texas, whatever, and watch that game, I know I wouldn't have to pay for no accommodation. I know so many people out there that would let me crash on their couch or, let me sleep at their house for a couple of days. Because there's two games in Houston, the 17th and the 20th. So I know if I went out there for like 5 or 6 days, I'll be well taken care of. And at least I can go watch. And the games are early. So I knew I'll be, I'll be no problem if I go out there. I'm actually surprised that the plane tickets are $600. That's not bad. Actually, no, we play on the 23rd, 17th and the 23rd. So I would have to go out there for like probably 10 days, which is not bad. But see, that's cutting it too close because those guys are going away. And then they play in Miami on the 27th. Miami's a quick flight, 3 hours from here. And then if they make it to the next round, they're going to play in Boston at the Patriots Stadium. So that's when I was going to go. If Portugal makes it in July, if they win their group, they go to the next round, which they should. But anything's possible, injuries and all that bullshit. So if Portugal makes it to the next round, they can possibly play the quarterfinals at Patriots Stadium, and that's closer to me. That's 2 hours away, and I can go hang out at my friends. My friends can let me stay at their house for a couple of days while I watch the game, and all I have to do is pay for the plane ticket and the actual ticket for the game, which is not that bad. So if it's in Boston, it's better because I can have free accommodation. I can't stay at Leo's house. I'd have to crash with Lucky, and then if I go crash at Lucky's house, then Leo's gonna get jealous. So I can't have that. Like, it's not gonna work out. She's gonna DB me. So I might have to take Barbie's suggestion and go get a tent at Walmart when I get there, and just crash out in Leo's front yard and do lives before I go to the game. So she could tell everybody her favorite Aquarius uh, is there. Hey Marilyn, how you doing? Where are you again, Christy? You don't have to tell me, but yeah. I think you said you're in Cali, right? Can you imagine? I'll be like on my phone, or I'll be picking up Leah's Wi-Fi outside in the tent, and she'll be coming out there, talking about, "Hey guys, Mark's here. He made it. He's in the tent outside. It's hot as fuck. Let that fucker be out there sweating his ass off." Yeah, can you imagine? Fuck. I'll be in that fucking tent sweating my ass off. And then my luck, it'll fucking piss down rain. I'll be all fucked up. You know, you can lend me a fan and an extension cord. Ah, that's nice of you. So nice. At least she's gonna cook some food for me. You know, I'll give her a couple dollars for her efforts. Then I can let you guys know if she's a real cook or not, or if she's a real true bullshitter. That's all right. Lucky will come pick me up. If I tell Lucky come pick me up, she'll take me up. Yeah, I know you would bring me up a plate of food. I know you at least do that for me, you know. And then when Lucky knocks off work, she can come get me and say, "Look, Mark, you ain't gotta stay in that tent. You can come crash with me." Thanks, Lucky. I appreciate it. Now you're telling the truth, Fiona. You know the exact same person I know. You know who I'm talking about. And she'll be coming live bragging about it too. Talking about, yeah, I drank a nice cold drink, a nice cold fucking drink with ice in it, and Mark was foaming out the mouth. Yeah, bring me some tap water. Fucking bullshit. I know she probably would. She'd be pranking my ass out in the yard. That's why I would never do it. Fuck that. I'll beg Lucky come pick me up. Actually, I ain't got to. I have other resources there. I'll get them pick me up. I got a few fellow readers that I know that live out there. Actually, the next time I talk to my shorty, when she comes online, I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna say, "Hey, you live next to the damn Houston Stadium?" She goes, "Yeah, it's right around the corner." I'll be like, "I'm crashing with you." She'd be like, "Oh, sure." I'll be like, "Look, I'll offer you some D and I'll cook." "Sure, Mark, you can crash with me." "All right, sweetheart. I'll see you at the airport. Just hold up a sign. Babe, I'm here." Oh shit. Let me stop fucking dreaming. I would be so lucky. I'll be like, "Look, sweetheart, it's hot as fuck out there. I can't sleep in the car. You're gonna have to let me sleep inside on the couch." She'll go live, say, "Look who I have here. I got Marky. We're gonna watch the Portugal game together." "We are? Who said that? I ain't paying for your fucking ticket, woman." "Oh, but you said you was gonna take me to the game." "Yeah, you're gonna take me to the game and wait there until I'm finished. Just sit in the car and sleep in the AC while I'm watching the game. I ain't paying you $500-600 for your ass to go watch Portugal play. You ain't even know nobody that plays on the team, woman. How dare you?" Nah, I'm just teasing. I'm gonna ask her though. I'm gonna see how far she lives from the stadium. All right, Marilyn, thanks for the super chat. You said, "What does Miss F feel and think about the project?" Oh, I can finally give you some good news. Fucking hell. I feel like every time you ask me about somebody, I give you like some bullshit. But I think Miss F is she feels good about this project, and she feels that, and she thinks it's a good thing. She doesn't want to make a mistake, and she's probably gonna be a little cautious about the project. But I'm getting that she thinks good things about it. She looks forward to like trying to work with you. Um, I think this person has a good reputation. I feel like they're a good person, but I feel like they're very cautious at the same time. So I think they think good about everything, but they're also going to be very cautious at the same time. So, and I think that they might want to be like I don't know if this makes sense, but like a silent partner, or they don't want people to know that she's involved in the project, but she'll be involved in it, but doesn't want to be like the main person about it, or if that makes sense. Or she can contribute to it in a certain way where she doesn't have to be, in the limelight or whatever. So, Marilyn, I would say this person, Miss F, thinks pretty good about this whole thing. I think they're looking forward to it, but they're also, you know, going to be cautious about making any moves or being too involved in it. But I feel like they want to be involved, but not, 100%. But I got good cards here. Nothing bad. The only thing I get is like this person doesn't want to commit 100% to it because they have like things to deal with. You know what I mean? So they don't want to put like 100% into the project. They don't want to be too 100% involved, but they would love to get involved, but not like, where it affects their life, like a part-time type of thing. But it looks good though. I don't get nothing bad, to be honest. Like, I'm tired of telling you that these people don't give a fuck about the project. This person actually cares. This person actually is interested. But like I said, they're interested, but not like 100% want to be involved, But like they'll rather you deal with it and they just be on the outskirts, you know, contributing to it and dealing with it. So, or maybe they might not initially get involved into a certain time, something like that. But anyway, it's good overall. It's nothing extremely bad like usual. Or I don't have no excuses for this person. And I think because they're, you know, by themselves, because you said Ms. So if they're a Ms. and they're single and they have like, no family responsibilities or anything like that, I feel because the Nine of Pentacles says it's the person who like is more dedicated to themselves than they are to anything else. So yeah, that looks good. I don't see nothing bad. So I would say she thinks and feels that the project can be something that she can handle, but at the same time, she doesn't want to be 100% involved and let it take over her life. But it's more positive there. I'll just take that price off, Leo, for all the things I done for you, for the readings I gave. I'll put it on your tab. It's all good. I see how it is. That's right. I got lucky. Now Lucky's my friend now. So I'll just deal with Lucky. It's cool. She's all alone. She needs a man. I'll do some chores around her house. I'll fix some shit for her to let me stay there for free for a week. I'll make a deal with her. She'll take the deal. I'll say, look, Lucky, I just need a place to crash. Your couch, the spare bedroom, whatever, the floor. I don't give a fuck. I'll go to Walmart, get a fucking sleeping bag. I don't care. I just need a place to stay. If you can let me stay here for free, I'll cook for you while you're at work and while I'm not watching the game. In between the game, there'll be a couple days, 5 days before the next game. So, she'll hook me up. I'm gonna ask her next time she comes in. And if that don't work, I'll go to the next one. Or somebody in here will meet me over there. Yeah, see, I'll cook for her. I even buy the food for staying at our place, and she could teach me how to make McCrae's. All right, guys. It's midnight here. Almost midnight. I'm gonna get my ass to bed. I've been on here for 3.5 hours. I'm at enough. My ass hurts. I will see you all tomorrow. I should be here. It's supposed to be like shitty weather this week, so I might be around during the day. I already washed my dishes, so you won't see a washing dishes video tomorrow, but I might come on here. I might be on here around that time. I tell you I was gonna be here when you come back. I waited for you. But now I'm leaving. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'll meet you upstairs. Oh shit. Oh, you're there? No, dumbass. I'm only joking. Calm down. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I've had enough for today. Yeah, I'll see you upstairs. I'll tuck you in. All right, ladies, I will see you all tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Thanks for being here, talking shit and having fun. Yeah, I need to sleep. I'm had enough for tonight. I had a good night rest last night, but I want to try and get in my bed early tonight because usually I'm coming on now around this time. So I'm glad that I don't have no games to watch and I can hang out with you guys earlier and get in my damn bed earlier. Hopefully it'll change my sleeping patterns back to normal. So I usually go to bed at midnight and like waking up around 7. So let's try that. Let's see. All right, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night.